Raider Nation, what's going on? It's Friday, which means it's Raiders Report Friday happy hour time. So if you're over 21, crack one open up with Jeremy Chuggs and I. We've got a full show on tap for each and every one of y'all. Before I tell you what it is, cheers to the nation. Coming up here on today's show, we're going to get into some Raiders OTA news because we're talking a lot about these Madden simulations that we've been doing. We saw rookie minicamp a little bit earlier on a few weeks ago, and now you're getting into minicamp. So, not minicamp, OTA. We're going to be breaking down the Raider OTA news that you need to know, and then kind of like the top storylines that are going on around the silver and black. The other segment that I want to do today is a Raiders Mailbag. I challenged y'all last week. I said, if we hit 1,000 likes on a mailbag, I'll do another one. And the way that this show is going to go, the way that the mailbags are going to go is we're going to continue to do mailbags if that's one of the things that you guys want to see. So the very first segment coming up here in about 10 minutes from now is going to be a Raiders Report mailbag. So if you want to get your questions featured on a show that is going to go out on our YouTube channel, I need you right now to start doing hashtag Raiders, getting those questions in. And then I also need you to, if you want to jump the line, skip it, think of it as like the Disney Fast Pass, super chat to get those questions front and center. So then we're going to round this bad boy out with a Raiders-Ravens Week 2 simulation. I don't know about you, I'm pretty fired up, man. I also thought it was kind of funny. I woke up this morning, and I'm sure, a lot of people saw the Scottie Scheffler news out there, and kind of a wild story that it was. And I thought, man, that's kind of ironic, the fact that I got to wear my Scheffler jersey today. So shout out to John Scheffler, yesterday's MVP, hence why I am rocking this jersey today. And my question to the nation out there is, I know we talk a lot about, who is going to be the starting quarterback. And AP said that Aidan O'Connell is going to get the first snap and practice. But, is there somebody that you're rooting for? And I'll tell you who I'm rooting for in this quarterback battle. But are you sitting back going, I want Aidan O'Connell to win this quarterback battle? Are you sitting back going, I want Gardner Minshew to win this quarterback battle? And this is going to be probably the number one thing that we talk about all offseason, whether you like it or not, because the Achilles heel right now to this organization is the quarterback spot. You have an outstanding defense. I saw Ron Raspberry talking a little bit earlier. It's it pisses me off that people don't understand how good this defense is. I mean, this is legitimately, to me, a no doubt top 10 defense. Should be a top 5 defense. And I do think that they can be a top 3, top 2, arguably the best defense in the league. Now, they still need to go out and add probably another corner. You still need to be able to live up to the hype of what you did last season. But, the quarterback spot is going to be where people are going to pay attention, and it's the biggest reason why the Raiders only have one primetime game this upcoming season. So let me know down below, who are you rooting for? You root for Aiden, type AOC, or GM for Gardner Minshew? Evil Mitch rolling with AOC. I see Jason Gutierrez rolling with number 12. Gardner Minshew rolling in here as well. I think a lot of people are probably voting for Aiden just because he was a Raider last season, and it's kind of hard to root against O'Connell, 4th-round rookie, 8th-string quarterback at Purdue. I mean, he is always handled adversity very, very well, and he probably watches this show, and he might not watch this show, but if he does, I hope he carries a huge chip on his shoulder and wants to prove me wrong. I know that. Albert, what's up, my man? I see Jamil Akbar says GM as well. Ernie Sanchez getting those AOCs in. Daddy J, I am very, very happy that Derek Carr is no longer a member of this team. That I can promise you. Noah Santana, hashtag Raiders. AOC after yesterday's simulation. It was funny. Jeremy came up to me today, and again, I have no idea how this Week 2 game against the Ravens goes, and he was running the Week 3 simulation today. That one we're going to do next week, and he goes, who should start at quarterback? And I said, depending on how the Week 2 game went, you can be the deciding factor. So all I know is the quarterback that starts today for Madden is going to be Gardner Minshew. Week 3, though, I have no idea. I have no idea. We'll if it's a bad game today again by Gardner, we're going to be rolling with AOC. Since Scheffler was yesterday's MVP, I want you guys to show him some love. And if you want to shout out here on today's show, and I want to see who's rocking with us on May Friday happy hour, because if you're sitting around watching the Raiders Sport in May, that's what a real one is all about. And I also know that we got a lot of people in Mount Raidermore. We got a lot of crazy people that watch this show, but they do it to show love to the nation. So I'm not asking everybody to super chat, but if you can't, show Scheffler some love. MVP. I wonder if we spam Scheffler too much, if YouTube will be like, well, wait a minute here.
Speaking of Scheffler, because you said it earlier.
Dude.
A little golfing gone wild.
Have you ever been arrested? I figured this was a fun question. Give me a yes, give me a no. I can honestly say I have never been arrested. Have you?
No.
See, there was a pause there. There was a little bit of a pause. I don't know if I believe you. Dude, I don't know if I believe you.
Detained?
Jacob says yes. I'm actually surprised somebody answered yes to that. I'm not going to lie. I see some no's from King.
I've never been arrested, but my best friend once called
Gene says yes with a flex.
I've never been arrested, but my best friend once called me from the back of a cop car. It was the year after we graduated high school. He was 19, and there was a party. It was like 19, 18, and 17-year-olds.
Sure.
He was like one of the 19-year-olds that was there.
Damn,
calls
brutal.
me from the back of the cop car. Didn't tell me he was in the back of a cop car. He's like, hey, the party got busted. Can you come pick me up and help? I'm like, okay, cool. I go there. I'm literally in my PJs because I think like, I'm just going to go pick him up somewhere. And then I like walk out and I'm like, there's like a bunch of cops there. I'm like, what the hell? I walk out and all I hear is, Jeremy. I'm like, what the hell? He's in the back of a cop car that has the
window
cracked a little bit. And I'm like,
what do you want me to do? Just
like,
open the door?
And a cop comes walking towards me. He's like, can I help you, sir? And I was like, oh, my friend's in the back of a cop car. And he goes, you want to join him? I'm like, I'll see you later.
Yeah.
I've never been arrested, but I have been escorted out by security twice.
Jones said he's never been arrested, but he said something about having an escort twice.
Yep.
Yes, that's exactly what
That's hilarious. Oh, man. He said something like he even got handcuffed. It was kind of wild. It was wild. And in the back of a cop car. Wild. That's wild stuff right there. I feel like anybody who's never been in trouble saying like, oh, but I have been escorted out by cops. That's like the equivalent of a 30-year-old man being like, I did get detention once.
Allie's been arrested for sure. Have you? Oh.
Wow. Allie also has had an escort. Have you ever been arrested? I'm actually surprised. Jason answered this one not as a yes or a no, but as a of course. Like, it's death, taxes, and yes, I have been arrested. All right, today's Super Chat menu is as follows. Every 200 likes, we're going to do a wheel spin, and we got some fun challenges to see how well you're going to put Jeremy and I to the test here. Every first-time Super Chat, we're going to do some beers cheers. So I think at the end of the day, we're trying to add more and more people to the show, and it's one of the ways that we're able to do it. Every $10 Super Chat that comes in, you get added to our Boot Hall of Fame. If you send in the correct score of our Madden Simulation prediction, and it's a $50 Super Chat, I got to do a boot at the end of the show.
It was a little close yesterday.
It was really, really close yesterday.
Patrick B.
Dude.
Was close.
Patrick B. was close. Also, on top of that, every hundo, we will do a beer bong bang. Right now, our bang MVP for the month of May, David Zahn, John Scheffler are both tied. I am going to imagine that Scheffler is going to end up tuning in at some point today, making me do a boot. I already have the boot poured, and if you're wondering what I did today, I've never done this boot before. Actually, I'll wait. I'll show you guys once it happens. I can guarantee you, Chef's going to drop a hundo today. He's going to bang. He's going to make me do a boot. I'll show you what I got. I've never done one before. Never, ever. Also, on top of all of our Super Chat deals, if anybody wants the chance to get in to win some money, we gave away probably, like $600 in Venmo yesterday. If you want to get in, $20 Venmo in order to do so. And Chef asked me, so anytime somebody hits the gong, where if you send $500 in on the show, we get your Raiders Report jersey. I'm rocking the Chef. Chef said, I already got my jersey. He wants to do a jersey giveaway. So the way that we're going to do it today is if you get in our 50-50 raffle, you got a shot to win the jersey. So I'm going to do the jersey raffle at halftime of the game when we do the Madden Sim. So we'll do it as first place, you end up getting the money, and then we'll do last place gets the jersey. Is that fair? First place, you get the money. Last place, you get the butthole pick. And most importantly, the jersey. All right, we got the Raiders and the Ravens. That's coming up here on today's show. What do you think the score prediction is going to be in this one? We had a tight one yesterday. Heartbreaking loss to the Chargers, 31-24. If it matters to you, both teams entering this Madden Sim are 0-1. If you don't know what we do, we also run the Madden Sims for all the other games in Week 1. That way, it's as up-to-date as humanly possible. So the Raiders are 0-1. The Ravens are 0-1. What do you think the score is going to be? We'll give some shout-outs here on the show. And again, coming up here in about 5 minutes, we're going to get into a Raiders mailbag. So I need some hashtag Raiders questions, or if you want to skip the line, super chat in order to get your question up on screen. We got a 32-28 from Buzz Omatic 69. Troy Gill's going to go with 17-14.
Do you have a score prediction?
At this point, I'm just hoping for a flipping win.
I'll give you this. If you predict the score correct before the game, I'll do a beer bong.
I'll give you my score prediction right after this important word from our sponsor, John Scheffler. Bang! Fill it up, Buttercup. Oh, yeah, you better believe I'm here for that boot. Chef, honestly, I laughed out loud today. Were you here when I was telling the whole Scottie Scheffler story? I don't know if you were here for that one, Chef. I literally woke up this morning and I go, I'm going to wear a jersey that says Scheffler on it, and people are going to be like, this freaking guy, man. This freaking guy. Which, I always think it's funny how sometimes that stuff happens. Again, I'm rocking the John Scheffler jersey. He's the MVP on today's show. He's the one that's going to be giving away the Raiders Report jersey. So, if you don't spam JS, you can get the hell out of here. I mean, Scheffler does a lot of stuff for this channel. He's one of the realest ones in the biz.
Chew Big Red.
If you don't chew Big Red, then seriously, you can go F yourself, man. You know what I did realize I forgot? Sharpie. On my desk. That's an L. That's a big old L there for me. Hey, Smitty, can you grab a Sharpie for me on my desk? Thank you. All right, Chef, I cooked up a special boot just for you. I don't know how this is going to go. I'm not even going to play around. I always do the Happy Dad boots. We do the beer boots. I have never done a boot of what I'm about to attempt. I don't know. I'm actually kind of, if that's silver, I need a black.
I knew it.
Yep. It's all right.
I knew it was wrong, and I did it anyway.
I did it anyway. Honestly, earlier, though, he said that his shirt was, pink? Or no, orange. And it's the furthest thing from orange. So maybe he did think that was the black Sharpie. Oh, no. What if he can't find it? This is devastating. This is absolutely devastating. Wow, I can't see that at all. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, and you make fun of Smitty.
I know. Karma again?
Yeah, get his ass, Smith.
Karma again. He'd probably like that. All right, y'all. I got this one. Chef, I'm going to add you to our boot. And Jeremy, who's spamming Chef the most? Because we're also going to add them to the Boot Hall of Fame.
Let's see. I would say it's King Xavier Cedino.
King who?
King
Shav?
King Chav.
The King. King Shav. We're going to add him in.
Oh, Juan Hernandez is doing it a ton, too.
All right, well, if we get another bang, we'll add Juan. If we get another bang, we'll add Juan. That'll just be a guarantee. All right, so what I decided to do today, Chef, just for you, again, if you want to get these questions on the show, please, hashtag Raiders to get on, super chat to skip the line. I know it looks like beer, but it is not. It is it's basically like the hard iced tea from Happy Dad. They make them. I've never done this before, and imagine this is what's the other more popular tea? Twisted Twee.
This is Twisted Twee. You're listening to the Raiders Report. I'm your host.
I did.
Mitchell wins.
365. All right.
365.
Cheers to you, John Scheffler.
That's Trace's favorite voice to do.
What?
Widowy, I'm like so mad right now.
All right. People are like, what the hell I tuned into?
What the hell are you even talking about?
Oh.
Widowy take down that boot in like, Widowy 15 seconds.
Brandon Jasper, Mount Raidermore, get me on that boot, Mitch. After he slugs this down, we'll put Brandon Jasper on the boot. And I actually just got a message from one Taino Raider. He texted me. He said, and clarification, once we fill the boot, that's when we're going to do the raffle for it. So the $10 is to get on the boot. Once it's completely filled with the stickers, then we're going to raffle off the boot. Sorry for the miscommunication, Taino. I know you're watching.
We're going to get him on Tuna. I'll tell you this right now, Chuggs.
When somebody has your name tattooed on them, you have their number.
I hope. I'll tell you this right now. That's tough. The iced tea one, that's not easy. That's a lot tougher than I thought. Tuna, you on there, my man. You
Rich
on
Wolf.
there. F the baby bolts. That is all.
Oh,
In
he's in Cancun.
Okay. I'm going to Cancun about 2 months from now. About 2 months. Bachelor party.
Oh. What happens in Cancun?
Yeah.
Why are you laughing?
Because I don't think that if anything happened in Cancun, it would stay in Cancun. Like, I feel like that's... I'm just looking forward to being able to hang out with some of my good buddies.
All right. Ratless. Who do you think would be the first rat out of everybody in Cancun?
Honestly, I feel like it's my buddy Dave, but that's only because he's genuinely like one of the nicest people you've ever met.
Dave, I hope you're watching.
And his wedding is technically like a few months, or it's like 2 months after the bachelor party, so he would be the first friend that we would run into. But he's almost too truthful. You know what I mean? Like he's just too much of a nice guy. All right, y'all, we're about to get into our first and only mailbag on today's show. Then we're going to get into a segment around Raiders OTA news.
The first and only.
First
mailbag.
and only. Did they really do this for Scottie Scheffler? His picture on the PGA Tour? Is that his mugshot? I don't know. That's kind of wild if it is. That is kind of wild if it is. All right, so here's what's going to happen. We're going to answer questions for like the next 15 minutes. Then we're going to get into the OTA news. The plan is to start our Madden Sim in 40 minutes from now. That's the plan. So I really, really want to try to stick to that. Really important that we do so. Mitch.
We honestly do need more questions. And, you know, if you super chat, ask a question so I can put it up on screen. Because if there's no question, we try to make our mailbags to where people watching later, it's not just like random stuff. It's stuff around the Raiders. So
so it's like ask like free agency stuff, trades, maybe stuff with OTAs coming up here in a little bit. So anything Raiders related, any question whatsoever.
Raiders or NFL?
Raiders or NFL. Correct.
You want to ask a question about the Queefs or the Chargers?
Fire away. Fire away. Or should we do Raiders OTA news first and then do the mailbag? What do you think? Or do you think we have enough for the mailbag? If you want to do the OTA news first, then we can.
Yeah, let's do the OTA news first.
OTA news first? Cool. All right, so we're going to do OTA news first since we don't have as many questions in right now. Once we get more questions, then we'll get into the mailbag. That one is what, Chubbies?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right, so coming up here, the first segment that we're going to do is around the OTA news that you need to know, and then the top, I think I have 5, the top storylines around OTAs that I'm going to be looking for, that the nation should be looking for as well. Just got a super rolling in here from Austin. What's up, Austin? You get added to the Boot Hall of Fame here. I also add the date, so if you guys ever see a number that's on it, I always add the date. That way, like, I know when you guys send it in. Let's go, Raiders. Raider Nation. Let's holler. Is that what that is? Holler? Is that how you spell holler? Like holler? I think that's like a holler monkey. No. Howler monkey. Raiders! Shout out to Austin. Coming up. Yeah. Holla back, girl. You ready? Let's do it. Raider Nation, what's going on? It's Mitchell Renz here, host of the Raiders Report. And coming up on today's show, we're going to get into the Raiders OTA news that you need to know, and then the biggest storylines to follow during OTA practices. So the way that OTA practices work are a little bit weird because they're not like back-to-back-to-back-to-back. You get 10 days in the NFL. The Raiders get 10 days. So we'll kind of break down what those dates are. But if you're looking for OTA news, if you're looking for updates around Raiders practice, I promise you this, we're going to be keeping you guys up to date. Any day that they practice, you will get the top things that you need to see. And I know that in May, June, July, it can be a little bit slow for Raiders content. I will get you guys a video every single day here. That I can promise you. So subscribe so you don't miss anything. So some of the OTA things to know are the Raiders practice dates are May 20th, May 21st, May 23rd, the 28th and 29th, and then June 3rd through June 6th. So again, you get 10 days to conduct the OTAs, the practices. It is no live contact, but 7-on-7, 9-on-7, and 11-on-11 drills are permitted. So like what I really like to look at this is a lot of competition battles, maybe which players are starting to stand out, building some connections with the coaching staff, and realistically, just which guys are shining above and beyond. That's a lot of the stuff that I'm looking for. I'll also admit, though, storyline number 5, the final one that I have on today's show, is going to be a very, very sneaky one that I don't think a lot of people are talking about. Let's go to the number 1 storyline that the people are going to be talking about for Raiders OTA. It's obvious. It is the quarterback battle between Gardner Minshew and Aidan O'Connell for that starting job. AP said that AOC is going to get the first snap, and it was always the expectation that Aidan was going to end up getting that first snap, even if they would have drafted a quarterback high. Antonio Pierce, Tom Telesco said that Aidan O'Connell has earned that right. However, the Raiders did go out. You signed Minshew to a 2-year, $25 million deal, $15 million guaranteed. They were rumored and speculated to try to trade up into the top 3 of the NFL draft. Both guys are going to be learning a brand new offense with Luke Getsy. Both guys are, in general, are going to be learning a lot of new stuff this offseason. When you look at their numbers from last season on a per-game basis, now the Aidan O'Connell stats on the left are his numbers based on when he was with Antonio Pierce, so a 9-game sample size. The Gardner Minshew stats on the right are in the games that he started, and again, per-game stats. Very, very similar from top to bottom, the QBRs, the touchdowns, the yards. It's going to be a really, really fun competition, no doubt about it. When you take those numbers and then you put them as a 17-game projection, this is what those numbers end up spitting out at. And I know a lot of people are wondering what the Raiders quarterback room is going to look like, and realistically, if the Silver and Black have any chances to make the playoffs, you need both of these guys to play way better than what they did last season, because I'm sorry, Aidan O'Connell put up these numbers, you're not winning 8 games. Gardner Minshew putting up these numbers, I don't think you're winning 8 games. You need these guys to play at another level. So no matter what, we need that extra quarterback competition. It's going to make everybody better. But my question is not who's the best, not who's going to be the week 1 starter. Who are you rooting for? And I think this is an okay question, because at the end of the day, I want Raider fans to be Raider fans. And part of being a fan sometimes is rooting for a certain player that you want to win a battle. So are you rooting for Aidan O'Connell, or are you rooting for Gardner Minshew? This is going to be the pinned comment on today's show. I want you to scroll on down and give me an answer. My answer is going to be coming up after this YouTube ad break. I know a lot of people expected me to say Gardner Minshew, but that's not true at all. In fact, it's the furthest thing from the truth. Quite frankly, I don't give a shit who wins this quarterback battle. If anything, I can make an argument that it's probably better for the Raiders if Aidan wins the quarterback battle, because that means he's outshining Gardner Minshew, and then that just has more trade value for Minshew in next offseason. Where if Minshew wins this battle and Aidan O'Connell's the backup, he doesn't have as much trade value then. In fact, he doesn't really have anything. So, I just want Minshew or Aidan O'Connell to be whoever the hell the best quarterback is that gives us the best chance to win. That is the only thing that I care about. So I'm rooting for both guys. Let's go to the storyline number 2 here. Lots and lots of competition on that offensive line. Telesco has said over and over again that he really wants to win in the trenches, and I freaking love that. And they're trying to win on both the offense and on the defensive side of the football. And I want to know who the starters are when they open up OTAs. Not how they finish. I will be curious how they finish, giggity, but I also want to see how it ends up starting out on top of that. Also, the amount of competition with this offensive line going up against that defensive line, really fun battles from top to bottom. This is the projected starting offensive line that I have for the Silver and Black. Colton Miller at left tackle, Jackson Powers Johnson at left guard, Andre James at center, Dylan Parham at right guard, Thayer Munford at right tackle. But when you look at this Raiders offensive line from top to bottom, I mean, what is Delmar Glaze going to be looking like? Is he going to be playing guard? Do they have him working out there at right tackle? What about Andres Pete, who Antonio Pierce says is going to be working predominantly on the left side at left guard, back up to Colton Miller? How do some of these other players like Cody Whitehair, where's he getting his snaps in? Are they moving Jackson Powers Johnson to right guard? Are they moving Dylan Parham to right guard and left guard? A lot of moving pieces on this offensive line. And if I'm going to sit up here and say that I think our biggest weakness as a team is quarterback, and I also think one of our weakest position groups, if not our weakest position group, is running back, the O-line is extremely, extremely important if we want to get the ball into the hands of Devontae Adams, Jacoby Myers, Brock Bowers, and a lot of these skill position players that this team does truly have. Before I get into the storyline number 3, man, I got to give a shout out to Chubbies. I freaking love Chubbies. Chubbies is an awesome company run by really freaking cool dudes, and I'm just going to be real. If you like Chuggs and I, then you're going to love Chubbies because what they do, the people that they are, I really want to support companies that I think also reflect who I am as a human being and what I value. Sky's out, thighs out. Shout out to Chubbies for sponsoring the Raiders Report. Summer is right around the corner, and our friends at Chubbies are bringing the good vibrations. Chubbies is a lifestyle apparel brand that makes every moment feel like a vacation. They say fashion is an expression of one's character, so why not let the world know you're down for a good time. For a limited time, Chubbies is giving our listeners 20% off your order with our exclusive code CHAT. Use code CHAT at chubbyshorts.com/chat. Chubbies offers a variety of high-quality men's apparel from super stretchy shorts and swim trunks in 3 short inseam lengths to pants, polos, and button-down shirts for when you need to hit up your favorite weekend brunch spot. Embrace the spirit of endless summer with Chubbies, the ultimate destination for bold, vibrant, and outrageously comfortable clothing. Whether you're getting dressed for your workday, a workout, or a weekend getaway, Chubbies has you covered. For a limited time, Chubbies is giving our viewers 20% off your order with code CHAT at chubbyshorts.com/chat. That's code CHAT at chubbyshorts.com/chat. Support our show and tell them that we sent you. Don't blend in with the crowd. Stand out with Chubbies. I also get asked a lot of time, Mitch, what about the length of these shorts? They have shorts that are 7 inches, 5.5, and then the 4-inch ones. I'll be real with you. The 4-inch ones are a little bit short, but I do have a few swim trunks that I have that are the 4-inch seams. I would only wear those for Wasted, just for him to call me Sugar Slack. So, I love Chubbies. I love their swim trunks. I love a lot of their shirts that they have on top of that. As you can see, Chuck liked them as well. So if you want to go get started with our sponsor, link's going to be available to y'all down in the comments, down in the description. Can I get wasted in a pair of 4-inch Chubby shorts? That's my challenge for this offseason. Let's go to storyline number 3. Is Tyree Wilson working with both the defensive ends and defensive tackles? I think a lot of people watching this show, I think a lot of people that rock the shield are anticipating that the Raiders' first-round pick last year, number 7 overall out of Texas Tech, Tyree, is going to end up playing defensive end and defensive tackle. The problem is, what if that's not the plan for Antonio Pierce? What if that's not the plan for Patrick Graham? The Raiders decided they would spend a lot of money at DT with Christian Wilkins. You brought back Adam Butler. You brought back John Jenkins. And yeah, you also have Malcolm Kuntz. So where exactly are all of these guys going to go? And I know a lot of people were they didn't love what Wilson did last season. 484 snaps. You can look at the PFF grades. But I was also the person that stood up here and said, it's not fair to judge Wilson based off of how he played last season because, quite frankly, the Raiders didn't really want to play him. They were hoping that he would be able to rest for most of the first half of the season. They were relying on Chandler Jones to not go literally insane, and then that forced Wilson to be put into a situation that, quite frankly, he wasn't healthy or ready for. And I know that he played the inside and the outside on the defensive line, and I do think that he's going to end up doing it again. But what I'm really, really hoping for is people counted out Malcolm Kuntz last season. People just thought he was an afterthought. I'm hoping that Wilson takes that step forward like you saw Malcolm Kuntz do, and he can just compete with a little bit more, depth for this team, especially at defensive end, because outside of Kuntz and Crosby, there was a lot of major question marks in that Raiders defensive end group. Luckily, the interior line is where I really think the Raiders are going to benefit from. And even though the defensive ends are kind of weak, I just think that the Raiders are going to be really smart here, and they're going to just rotate a bunch of their defensive tackles to potentially maybe even play defensive end at times. Tyree Wilson being one of those guys. You could also see, I think Patrick Graham loves the 5-man front, which you go 5-man front, you have 2 linebackers, and you drop back the 4 guys into coverage. I just know that the injured foot slowed him down last season, and as the year went on, you could see him get better and better, get stronger and stronger, and I'm really hoping this offseason, because he lives close to here in Dallas. He's now in Vegas. He's been working out with Crosby a lot. I'm hoping Crosby whips him into shape, but if Tyree Wilson breaks out, I'm not afraid to say it, and I mean, shit, I've said it before. I expect the Raiders to have a top 5 defense. Like, I legitimately do. If Tyree takes a step the way that Malcolm Kuntz did, I think that this could be the best defense in the National Football League. Let's go to storyline number 4, and there's a lot to break down here, and let's just face it. One of the top things that every single Raiders fan, every NFL fan around the league is going to be looking at is how do their rookies stack up? Because, you know, you can go to rookie minicamp, right? And rookie minicamp's fun and all, and Brock Bowers is probably going up against some of those guys in rookie minicamp being like, they're not very good. Now you're going to be going up against the big boys. What does Brock look like next to Jacoby Myers? What does Brock Bowers look like next to a guy like Michael Mayer, Devontae Adams? Who does he like the most from a quarterback standpoint? Because I could sit up here all I want and say that Gardner Minshew is a better quarterback than Aiden O'Connell, which I do think so. However, what if Aiden's able to execute the offense better and has a better rapport with these players? And what if one of those guys is Brock Bowers? Because I want to see how they line him up at tight end. I want to see how they line up both Mayer, Bryant, and Bowers all on the line, and then I want to see what they do at the wide receiver spot. You went out, you recently added Michael Gallup, Jalen Guyton. I anticipate that Bowers is going to play a lot out of the slot. He played 52% of his snaps at Georgia out of the slot. I am excited to see these skill position players, but I am also excited to see which skill position players are meshing best with these offensive players. So out of all the rookies from top to bottom, if you don't know who they are, Brock Bowers, Jackson Powers-Johnson, DJ Glaze, we got the Camryn Richardson, Tommy Eichenberg, Dylan Laube, oh man, MJ Devonshire, and then also Trey Taylor. Out of those rookies, which one are you the most excited to watch at OTA practice? Let me know down below. I think one of the players that I am really hyped up to watch is this guy, Jackson Powers-Johnson, and maybe it's not the guy that's the number one, for me, the number one player that I'm the most excited to watch outside of Brock Bowers is probably Camryn Richardson, but I want to see how Jackson Powers-Johnson stacks up against the defensive tackles. And again, there's not a lot of contact, but still, I want to see competition. Does this kid have the balls to go up against Christian Wilkerson? Does he have the balls to go up against Max Crosby and give 100% effort? Because he's going to have to do it. But at this point in the practice season, we'll see. Delmar Glaze, where do they line him up necessarily? Like, are they going to put him on the left side, on the right side? I anticipate that he's going to be predominantly on the right side, considering AP said that Andres Pete's going to be on the left side. And to me, their plan is going to be Delmar's the backup right side guy. You got Cody Whitehair as the backup interior guard center, and then Andres Pete's the backup left tackle, left guard dude. The Camryn Richardson, another corner that we're going to be looking at, and out of all these players, where I know I talked about Tyree Wilson being able to take our defense to the next level, I have already heard from multiple people that Camryn Richardson's going to be the best steal of our draft this year. And maybe it's just because Raider fans are hoping that it's the 4th round pick like a Max Crosby, but the length, the athletic ability, and the fit that's going to be with our defense is something that I'm going to watch. Him up against Jacorian Bennett, him up against Brandon Basin, up against MJ Devonshire. A lot of battles going down there in the cornerback room. Tommy Eichenberg, another linebacker that AP said could potentially wear a green dot. I don't think that he meant that he's going to wear a green dot this year, but he did say this offseason, Eichenberg, green dot, same sentence. That is a huge compliment for a rookie linebacker. And when you look at a lot of the skill sets that Robert Spillane had in a career year, Pro Bowl year essentially, then Eichenberg is kind of like the spitting image of him. I want to see how many linebackers they end up keeping on this roster. I anticipate that they're going to keep 4. Maybe they end up keeping 5, but a lot of battles there. Next guy is Dylan Laube, and fun running back out of New Hampshire. Where does he stack up next to a guy like Amir Abdullah? What if Laubie's really freaking good? What if he's a young Austin Eckler? Pushes a guy like Alexander Madison. What if he can show that he can pass block, that he can go out there and be just a reliable running back, not only in the pass game, but also between the tackles? I think the other fun part to watch is where exactly does he fit in special teams, because I know that he is going to get some special teams run. Is he better than a Trey Tucker, Amir Abdullah? And if Laubie can really go out there and show this coaching staff that he can get it done, this might hurt Amir Abdullah's chances of making this roster. Let's go to the 7th-round rookie, Trey Taylor, who won the Best Defensive Back in the Country award. When you watch his tape, you're like, yeah, this guy probably shouldn't have went in the 7th round. But then also when you watch his tape, it's like, it's not great against pass coverage. My number one thing that I want to see with Trey Taylor, and where it's going to speak volumes to me, because Raider fans got really mad at me back in 2019 when I started watching Jonathan Abram tape. I started getting some notes on how he looked in practice, and everyone was like, great athlete, can't cover. If I get the same notes, because that's my worry, and again, 7th round to 1st round, very, very big difference. But I want to see how Trey Taylor can stack up in terms of pass coverage in the NFL, because I know he can hit. I know he's going to be able to play special teams, but can he cover? That's the biggest question at safety. Let's go to the final pick that the Raiders had in the 2024 NFL Draft, MJ Devonshire, cornerback out of Pittsburgh. And I actually have some people that know Devonshire well from the Pennsylvania area. One of my really good buddies, he's a scout in the Northeast area, and was like, dude, hell of an athlete. You guys got a hell of a freaking football player here, but like, how good does that athletic ability translate here? I'm hoping Devonshire, not going to say makes the leap like Nate Hobbs did, but Nate Hobbs is a late-round pick that not a lot of people thought all that much about, but he showed his athletic ability. I'm really, really hoping Devonshire shows how athletic he truly is. Let's go to the 5th and final storyline, and kind of the storyline that I might be, outside of the quarterback, the most interested in, right? Because I'm the guy that I like rumors, I like speculation, and I always wonder, are the Raiders going to do something? My question is, will the Raiders sign a free agent that can start for them after the Jimmy G money? And if you're like, Mitch, what the hell's the Jimmy G money? Do you guys remember? Jimmy Garoppolo. He was a post-June 1st cut. The Raiders are going to get $24.07, I rounded up, $24.1 million, as soon as June 2nd hits. So as soon as June 2nd hits, the Raiders get a little bit of extra dough. The Raiders, as it stands right now, have 90 players on the roster. They're allowed to have 91. Any NFL team that has an international pathway program player, for the Raiders, it's David Agoa, who just changed his number actually to 55. Shout out to David. And I mean, you're seeing a 55 jersey. I'm not going to lie. That just gives me Chandler Jones nervous vibes. I hope Agoa stays on the straight path. He's a good young kid. I've talked to him a few times. But they're allowed to have 91. The Raiders, as it stands right now, you got $18.4 million in cap space, which is the 14th most in the league. They get that 24.1. OTA practices, this is why this is important to me, June 3rd to the 6th. If I'm the Raiders, okay, if what I would do if I'm Antonio Pierce, if I'm Tom Telesco, and maybe it's what they're planning on doing, I'm rolling with the 90 players that you have on this roster. I'm going to give them 6 practice days. The 6 practice days, you see what they got. And then June 2nd hits. You have a little bit of a coaches meeting before that, and you go, where's our strengths? Where's our weaknesses? If you're seeing a lot of weaknesses in certain areas, you go out and sign a player to fill that void. If you have multiple weaknesses, maybe you need to sign multiple players. But to me, when you add the $18.4 million and the $24.1 million, that comes out to $42.5, which if that was the amount of money right now, there's going to be some other teams that probably get some June 1st money. I didn't do the math on those guys. That would be the 3rd most. My point is, the Raiders have more than enough money to go out and get multiple free agents, any big-name free agent that they want, and I would do it if you don't love, honestly, I would do it anyway, even after all those practices. Then you give that veteran maybe those 4 days to practice at OTAs. I'll be honest, they probably won't show up to the OTAs, but it's just a good little time to do some extra evaluating. Or you just say, you know what, we're going to roll with the 10 practices and then sign somebody after all those days, which honestly, if you're looking at any of the names on this sheet, all those players are not going to show up to OTAs. I'm just going to tell you that right now. The way that I would rank it for my free agent targets is based on how much money it would cost, also based on potential need for the silver and black, and this is 1 through 10. A lot of corners, which you see. I just threw Justin Simmons in here because he's probably the best player on this entire list, just not that big of a need for the Raiders. And then you see a lot of defensive ends, followed by a linebacker and Zach Cunningham. And I'm going to round out Patrick Peterson, who can play corner and he can play safety. If you made it this far in the video, I'm excited for OTA as well. I'm also going to do my best to put out some more content on social media like Instagram, Twitter, more news, more updates around the silver and black and all these things going on with practice. I'll do my best to put out some videos. I've actually had a few other Raiders beat reporters reach out to me asking me if I want to put out some of the videos that they get from practice. Bottom line, if you want to know everything going on around the Raiders and OTAs, subscribe to this YouTube channel. Follow me on social media at Mitchell Renz 365. Today's National Pizza Day, really?
National Pizza Party Day.
Oh, see, I feel like if it's a pizza party, I feel like no, you can't get cheese. You can go pepperoni.
If it's a pizza party, you have to get a cheese.
Why?
Because there's some people that don't like meat.
Then don't. I will.
Then just don't eat pizza.
No, if I'm having a pizza party for kids that are like I'm saying like 12 and under, Little League party, yes, I'll get a cheese pizza.
There's a lot of adults that eat cheese pizza.
And they're not eating pizza at my party.
Sperry literally ordered cheese pizza today.
That's insane to me. That's insane to me. I would never order a cheese pizza. If you're over the age, seriously, if you're over the age of 18 and you order a cheese pizza, I question a lot about you.
Dude, that's what all New Yorkers do.
No, they don't.
New Yorkers slice a pizza. They all get like pepperoni or cheese.
You're getting pepperoni slice.
Literally, Dave Portnoy, the guy who goes around and tests all the pizzas,
and
all he does is cheese.
That's great.
And that is the guy who everybody looks for pizza rankings.
That's fine.
I'm just saying, if you're talking to pizza purists, they 100% disagree with you.
That's fine.
Pizza purists say if it's not a good cheese pizza, it's not a good pizza.
And again, maybe the pizza purists out there, that's fine. But there's no way the best pizza you've ever had is a plain pizza. So for that reason, I'm never going to get a plain pizza. You can't give me that.
What's your go-to pizza then? Random night, Alex is like, let's order in pizza. What kind of? We'll each get a pizza. What kind of pizza do you want to get?
I would always go I go customizable. Meat lovers, giggity. I do like pineapple on pizza. The pizza that you showed me earlier today would be 1,000% a pizza I would get. That had oh my God, that was what I mean. There was so much on that. I don't remember.
That was a bougie pizza. That was
a bougie pizza.
It had goat cheese, mozzarella, fig jam, prosciutto, arugula, balsamic.
I feel like getting a cheese pizza is the equivalent of if I ordered a sandwich, right? And it was just bread, mayonnaise, and cheese.
Todd said chicken bacon ranch pizza.
Chicken bacon ranch slaps. I love buffalo chicken pizza.
Me and Danny love a barbecue chicken pizza.
I like it. I like that one less than buffalo.
No. I would do barbecue chicken above buffalo. Barbecue chicken pizza with onions, jalapenos.
Pickled onion.
Yeah. Onions, jalapenos, and then drizzle it with ranch at the very end.
Very good.
So it's like a barbecue ranch pizza.
Very, very good. Yeah, I mean, again, my point is I will eat any kind of pizza legitimately. Like, I like mushrooms. I like olives. I've even had anchovy. I would have an anchovy pizza before I'd have a plain pizza. My biggest point is I'm never going to order a plain. Now, I will say this. I've had actually like a deep dish plain that's not so bad or other style pizzas.
We have a couple super chats that
Do you eat plain pizza? I hope the answer is
Suicide Guns, I'm going to save your super chat for the mailbag because I really like that question.
Okay.
Junior X619 says, better ricotta, a white pizza goes really good. But
Agreed.
Then that's cheese. So you wouldn't like it. This is just cheeses.
It's
just multiple cheeses.
Very different, though.
Oh.
That's very different.
So if you just add another cheese. So if I got cheese and added Parmesan on it.
No, dude. What he's saying is not just cheese pizza, and you know it's not.
It's literally all cheeses.
It is all cheeses, but it's totally different cheeses.
Oh.
Like, if you ordered a cheese pizza that had, like, truffle oil on it, I'm okay with that. It's different. If it's just, if it is literally just bread, sauce, and cheese, Not good. You shouldn't order it. Let's be real. Evil Chuggs, go to Seasons 52. They have the best food for dates.
We have a Seasons 52 here.
I've actually been to a Seasons 52. I feel like I've been to it a bunch. Is there one in the North Park Mall? I think there is.
There's one in Frisco at the Shops of Legacy West.
I feel like there's a Seasons 52 at the mall because I feel like I've been to it before.
Maybe.
I don't remember, but hey, good to know.
And Nando said, how about just the dough?
Nah, dude, like, can't do that. You can't do just the dough.
Carter, Domino's Philly cheesesteak is pretty good.
I said that to you the other day. When I was a kid, my favorite pizza growing up was the Domino's Philly cheesesteak pizza. I mean, we would get that for game day all the time at my mom's. All the freaking time, man. All right, y'all, let's get into this mailbag. We got over 400 people watching. We haven't spun the wheel yet, Chuggs. I want to get to 200 likes, and I want to spin this wheel. I think we should go every 100 likes, wheel spin. Once we get to 200 likes, we're going to go every single 100 likes. Then from here on out, rest of the stream, that's going to be a wheel spin here on the Raiders Report. So it's Friday happy hour. I hope everyone's ready for our Madden Sim. I know I am. I'm a little bit nervous about this game, though, because if you were to ask me, who I never play video games, just being honest with y'all, never play video games. If you were to tell me who's the number one team I would pick to play in Madden, it's the Baltimore Ravens because I get Lamar Jackson and he can run.
Oh, yeah.
Like that's...
And also, by the way, if you want to get in on our jersey raffle...
Cheers, Jake.
The only way to get in is to get in the 50-50 raffle.
Oh, I forgot to mention. Let's see how many people are in.
And the loser of the 50-50 is the one that gets the jersey. So the winner gets half the pot. The loser gets the jersey.
Oh, boy. All right, let me look at this real quick here. Let me see how many people are in. Got quite a few. I see 93 Navman, of course.
Marshall's our New York. He's our New York guy. Marshall.
Norman.
Cheese pizza good?
Hernandez in.
Marshall said if he's getting a slice, it's only... That's what I said. I said New Yorkers, when they're getting a slice, it's usually either cheese or pep.
But he's also saying, though, New York-style pizza. I do think that New York-style pizza by itself is totally different. I will always get pepperoni instead of just plain. But New York-style pizza in New York, it's different. I mean, it is, dude. It is. Get out of here. It is.
Very convenient.
Have you ever had an actual slice of pizza from New York? Honest question.
Sbarro.
Oh, Christ. Steve Pena, you in. As it stands right now, $20 Venmo, you'd have the chance to win $60 here on the Raiders Report. Husker, you in. Yoda Jenkins, you in. Charles G, you in. As it stands right now, $20 Venmo to win $70. First place, you win $70. Last place, you get a Raiders Report jersey. James Guevara says, you know what, Mitch?
And a butthole pick.
I'm going to put it as James. I always feel like I do like James Guava. James Guevara.
We got to get into this mailbag so we can then start our Madden Sim on time. So we'll get back to that in a second. Keep on getting those hashtag Raiders in or Super Chat, just like Thug Dador just did. To get on the show, we're going to do let's do a 13, 14-minute mailbag. I'll try to time it so we can get
Scott, you in.
Right on time. So
I like it.
Then we can start our Madden Sim.
All right, $20 Venmo right now to win $120 here on the Raiders Report. Whoever's lucky number 13, the next person to get in, I'm going to give you 2 entries. I'll tell you who that is after our Raiders mailbag. Raider Nation, what's going on? It's Mitchell Renz here, host of the Raiders Report, and this mailbag was filmed on May 17th, so today. And if you want to get on the show, you got to use hashtag Raiders or Super Chat to skip the line and do this. So, way that this is going to work is I challenged y'all last week. If we hit 1,000 likes on this video, I will do a mailbag next week. I'm going to keep this thing running. Every single Friday, my plan is to do a mailbag to have a good time, and if we get to 1,000 likes, I will do another one. Vedrick! Bang! Extra cheese, double pepperoni. My question to everybody out there was this. Do you eat cheese pizza? Yes or no? If the answer is yes and you're over the age of 18, I really question a lot about you. Also, I was wondering if there's an update list of the jersey number changes for Raiders players for this coming season. If you go to the Raiders official roster, they should have an update of all the numbers. I know a few people have changed, like Zamir White has changed his number, Trevon Merrick changed his number. I actually just talked about David Agoa changing his number the other day. Aiden O'Connell changed his number to number 12. So if you actually go to the Raiders official roster, they should tell you what the new number is. If you want to look at what the old number was, I would say the easiest way to do it just from personal experience is go on Google, look at that player, and then just like sort out the year of when the pictures came out. Let's go to my man, Suicide Guns. I want to see what Laube can do. Is that a question? I also want to see what Laube can do. I want to see not only can he catch the football, like that I know, but can he be a valuable asset in the special teams game? And what I'm really going to see is if he's playing special teams, the Raiders probably don't think that he's going to be all that great as a running back. It's just the truth. If they don't use him at special teams and they have him on the field a little bit more and they really, really use Amir Abdullah in special teams, I think that kind of shows you like what they think of Laube and Amir Abdullah in that depth chart. Let's go to Thug the Door. What's up, brother? 2 primetime games is disrespectful. Love the bye week, though. Week 10 bye week is a great one. Depends how you consider primetime games. Friday, week 13 against the Chiefs. And then they also have Monday Night Football against the Falcons. The honest part about this is this, man. It is the Raiders don't have a quarterback that people think is good. I mean, hell, I saw an article about the Raiders having the worst quarterback room in the NFL. NFL is about QBs. The Raiders have arguably the worst quarterback room in the league. That's why they didn't get a primetime game. Whether you like that or not, it's just the truth. Patrick Starr, what's up, man? Are the rumors true that the Raiders are interested in J.C. Jackson? I'll be honest, I have not seen any rumors around the Raiders being interested in J.C. Jackson, but I will say this. I would be shocked, and I mean shocked, if the Raiders signed Jackson. And the only reason why that I say that is because Telesco signed Jackson to play with the Chargers, if you remember, and it got so bad, their relationship, that Jackson refused to go into the game. I think actually the game that the Raiders were playing the Chargers back in week 4 last year, Jackson refused to go in the game, and it was like the next week he ended up getting released, and they ended up eating a whole bunch of dead money. So based on that alone, if the Raiders went out and signed Jackson, I just think it would be one of the most shocking things, and I know that they need a corner, but with all the other good corners out there on the market, my answer to this is a very, very, very hard pass. So should the Raiders sign J.C. Jackson? We're going to make this the pinned comment here on today's show. Scroll on down, give me your answer. S for sign, P for pass. Let me know. My answer is a big old fat no. And if the Raiders are going to sign a corner, these are the guys that you go with. If you're looking to sign a corner, it's one of the top 4 names. If you want to add a veteran that knows the defense, has a relationship with Gerald Alexander, the Raiders safety coach. Peterson did play safety last year for the Pittsburgh Steelers when Micah Fitzpatrick went down. These are the guys that you consider. JC wants way too much money, and he quit on his team last season. That's just not what I want. I don't need another Marcus Peters on this team. Let's go to Taino. What's up, brother? How many offensive linemen do we keep? I like this question a lot. My projection is 8. And the reason why that I say 8 is you got your starting 5, which is, I think, the obvious of Colt Miller, Jackson Powers-Johnson, Andre James, Dylan Parham, and then Thayer Munford. And then I think you're going to keep Andres Pete, who's going to be like the backup left guard, left tackle. Cody Whitehair is going to be the backup left guard, center, right guard. And then Delmar Glaze, who's going to be the backup right guard, right tackle. I'm a big, big believer that the Raiders spent a lot of money, not really a lot of money, but money on the offensive line, and kind of just showed us this offseason free agency and in the draft that building that interior is one of their really, really important things that they're trying to do. So because they did that, I'm just thinking that they're going to keep the 8 guys, and then they'll probably keep like a Jordan Meredith and maybe 2 other practice squad guys just in case one of those dudes end up going down. Before I get into more questions coming up here on the show, again, use hashtag Raiders or Super Chat to skip the line. I got to give a shout out to our awesome sponsor here, Prize Picks. And I love Prize Picks because I don't know if you guys saw this. You can actually go on Prize Picks right now. Take Scottie Scheffler. They did a fun deal. They had a picture of his mugshot today, and basically it was just like, is he going to take a stroke? I think that's awesome. shout out to Prize Picks for having some major cojones. If you want to put some money down on the Knicks game tonight, you can do that as well. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS. Just make sure that you use code CLNS for that first-time deposit match. If you've never done Prize Picks, I'll say this. Prize Picks is really simple to play. I can make my picks. If you want to see Chuggs' picks, he can do it as well. And you can get your entry in 60 seconds or less. Quick withdrawals, easy gameplay, and an enormous selection of players and stat types are what make Prize Picks the #1 daily fantasy sports app. Prize Picks is simple. You just pick more or less than. I mean, you can kind of see what Chuggs did here with Dak, Xavier, Brock Bowers. All those are in there. And we've kind of talked about these before on this show. And I think when you make a pick here like Prize Picks more or less, you should also do it like something that you want to happen, right? Yeah, you can put your money where your mouth is and all that good stuff, but you should also like want it to happen. Like, I don't want Chris Jones to have a good year. I want Brock Bowers to have more than 4.5 touchdowns. So if you're kind of in that same regard, you can go to prizepicks.com/CLNS. Just make sure that you use code CLNS. That link's going to be available to y'all down in the comments, down in the description of today's show. Shout out to them for sponsoring the Raiders Report. Also, if you guys put any money in your pocket, don't be afraid to show that love to Chuggs and I. Let's go to One Shot 89. What's your projected lineup for cornerback? I would say right now, and depending on how the Raiders want to go about their secondary, I would say that the entire defense in general, if I was the Raiders, I go 2 linebackers, have 5 DBs on the field at all times, and you're going to have Epps, Merrick are going to be your safeties. I know you asked about corner, which then means Hobbs and Jack Jones. You're going to put Hobbs in the slot. He's going to be like your hybrid, throw him all over the football field. Jack Jones, outside corner. If the season started today, I might roll with the Camryn Richardson. The more and more I watch on him, the more and more I like him more than Ja'Cory Bennett. But, like, I would say it's between Ja'Cory, Brandon Faison. You got to cut him, save that 2.6. And then Camryn Richardson would be the top 3 guys right now competing for that cornerback spot. Let's go to Sirach Dar. Since you aren't confident in the RBs, I think that was an autocorrect, should we sign another back? What about Dalvin Cook? I'm not confident in our running back group. I did say it's our weakest position group as a team. And again, I don't think that's an outlandish thing to say. You have Zamir White, who, yes, he played great for 4 games last season, but like Zamir is an unproved running back. Is he a top 20 back in the league? I don't know. Can he be? Sure. But for a whole season, you got to do it. It's a little bit different. Alexander Madison, he was, he's a backup running back. You got, I like Laube. I know we like Sincere McCormick, Amir Abdullah. And Dalvin Cook's got name value. He signed with the Jets last season, 1 year, $8 million deal. But he was washed. And, I got to give Seeps, our guy who runs our Vikings show here, a lot of credit. He literally was like, Dalvin Cook's one of the worst running backs in the league. And you look at a lot of the advanced metrics behind that, and it showed that Cook was bad for the Vikings. Then he goes to the New York Jets. Sure, they probably plan to have Aaron Rodgers there, but they said, no, we're going to move on from Dalvin Cook. I just think sometimes we fall in love with the name value because it's a running back that at one point in the league was one of the better backs. This guy is not even close to what he was, and quite frankly, I am not interested in Dalvin Cook. Now, if you can sign him for like a deal like a Michael Gallup where it's 1 year and he can make up to $3 million, sure, but I don't think that's what Dalvin Cook's going to sign for. Let's go to David A. Think we could get Cousins since they got Penix? No. The Falcons will have Kirk Cousins on their team this year. When you look at the contract, they'd have to eat like $50 million or something like that to trade him. That's not going to happen. I know the Broncos decided to do that with Sean Payton, but a first-year head coach isn't going to do that. It's going to be definitely something to watch and monitor. I'll say this, though. Kirk Cousins won't be a Falcon next season. Let's go to Ron Raspberry. If we sign Xavien Howard, Nelson or Gilmore. All right, so Steven Nelson, Stephon Gilmore. What do you think the contract would look like? If all 3 of these players had good agents, which they do, all 3 of these players will sign after June 2nd when all those teams get some extra money. I would say that you're probably looking at $7 to $8 million per year. I don't know if any of these guys will get longer than a 1-year deal. I also don't know if any of these guys would want longer than a 1-year deal. If you were to ask me which dude probably signs a deal longer for the Raiders, it would be Xavien Howard because of his connections with our coaching staff and past players. But I would say Gilmore might be the only guy that might make more than $10 million. But even that, I would be a little bit shocked by. Easton, what's up, brother? Did you see PFF said that the Raiders had the worst quarterback room in the NFL? Broncos. I did see the article. It's actually what I was kind of hinting at earlier on in the show. PFF released an article about like the best and worst position groups after like the draft, free agency, the offseason, where we're at. And PFF said that the best quarterback room, shocking, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, but the worst quarterback room, according to PFF, is the Raiders. And I'm not really shocked that the Raiders get put in that stance because you got Gardner Minshew, who's been a career backup. You got Aiden, who most NFL teams look at as a backup. And then, like, for me personally, I don't think that they're the worst quarterback room. I've said it before that the Broncos, to me, are the worst room. But then again, what do you guys think? Do the Raiders have a bottom 5 QB room in the NFL? Give me a yes. Give me a no down below. I think other teams that deserve to be in that conversation, absolutely the Denver Broncos. Again, I'm not a believer in Bo Nix, but if you are a believer in Bo Nix, I mean, he was drafted in round 1, so like that's probably why he doesn't really get mentioned in this conversation all that much. The Titans are probably a team that need to be in this list here because I don't think that they're very good. The Vikings, I have never been a believer in J.J. McCarthy, and that's a battle between him and Sam Darnold. And then the New York Giants, I think, deserve to be in that list. Though I would rather have Daniel Jones as my QB than the Raiders quarterbacks right now, but that's not great. What up, Cloud? Do you think AOC will start any games this season? Maybe. I mean, AOC is just as good of a chance as Gardner Minshew to start. Even though I do think Gardner is the better quarterback and does end up winning the battle, it is AOC's job to lose. I mean, if you're getting the first snap and you go out there from the moment you take that first snap and you're better, you're going to get an opportunity to start. I will say that I do think both Aiden O'Connell and Gardner Minshew start at least one game this season. And any Raider fan that doesn't think that at least one of those guys is going to start, I'm just going to throw this out there. They don't have any commitment to Gardner. They don't have any commitment to Aiden, whether it's money, whether it's many, many years on that deal. And those guys are not good enough where they're just not going to not struggle. You know what I mean? Like, they might go out there and they give you a few good games, but there will be a guarantee where Gardner has a clunker. Guaranteed where Aiden has a clunker. They're not good enough quarterbacks in this league where they don't have a bad game. And when that does happen, and if it just piles on, you could see some people begging for a quarterback change. What up, Rebel? Any plans for a fan meetup at Raiders training camp in LA? I've seen you've been pushing this. Chuggs and I would love to be able to do it. It just comes down to, can we afford to do it as a company? You know what I mean? Like, I know sometimes when you guys see some of the super chats, some of the Venmos that we get, but that doesn't go in Chuggs and I's pocket. It goes into our company pocket to be able to get you guys more content. Now, if we figured out a way to get some content at training camp, maybe we could persuade our bosses, but I've been actually trying to go to LA. I've never been to LA. I know that there's a huge Raiders party every single year in Orange County or in LA, but if you guys can get some details on some stuff, I can at least put it in front of my bosses and see what they have to say. Remember, y'all, if you want videos around the silver and black, we got you covered here. I do got to give a shout out to John Scheffler. He was our MVP from our Thursday live show, hence why I'm rocking this jersey. But this show isn't just about people who, make us do crazy shit on here. It's also about people that take time out of their day to watch these videos, that are subscribed, that are part of the Noti Gang. And I give so many shout outs to the Noti Gang as much as I do because these are people that do mean a lot to me. These are people that I see all the time in the comments. When I'm on YouTube, I always see that they're the first people to comment. So shout out to Roger, Raider Nation for Life, JMO H, a.k.a. Devil J, Andrew Raider, and then Raider Rob 672. What? What did I say? Andrew, Andre, Raider, my bad. Shout out to you. Remember, y'all, though, seriously, we're going to be doing more mailbags if you want them to happen. We go live every single Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. My dad is in town next week, so I will say this. Our Friday happy hour show next week will be on Thursday, and it's going to be even a little bit earlier. I haven't seen my dad in a long, long time, and I'm excited to party with them, maybe Oakland style. Are you ready? Y'all ready for this Madden Sim? If you are, type me down below. This is going to get rowdy. I also realized that I owe Venthrak a beer bong.
Thunder.
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Thunder. And if it ended right now, you'd be wearing a Venthrak jersey.
Technically not. Technically, tie goes to Scheffler. Again, I'm rocking the Scheffler jersey. Whoever is the MVP of today's show, I will wear your jersey for the next game. The next game is, I want to say, Tuesday.
We're not going live on Monday?
We're going live on Monday, but I'm not doing a Madden sim. So I'm wearing the jerseys for the games.
Oh.
So Mitch wears your jersey for the next Madden sim game. So, like, if you notice, I've worn the Scheffler for the entire show, which I don't always do. I usually switch them up after the segments. On game days, I'm rocking one jersey and one jersey only. So that would be Tuesday's stream. Right now, it's a battle between Ben Thrack and John Scheffler. Both tied, but tie goes to the person that I'm rocking that jersey. I left my Merbonga out there, so I guess I'm just going to chug out of this.
Very nice. Also, another thing, because we probably won't mention it as much once we get into the stream or once we get into the Madden sim, because there's a lot going on. The game is continuous. Reminder, halftime, $20 to enter, 50-50 raffle. The winner, you get half the pot. The loser, you get the Raiders Report jersey. So, 2 winners, technically, in this 50-50 raffle. Get that going. We're going to be doing that at the halftime of this game. Mitch, are you ready for Game 2 of the Madden 2024 simulations?
I am very ready. I do got to say, though, Raspberry, you were lucky number 13, so you get 2 entries. Jason Weber, you are also in. $20 Venmo right now. You would win $150. We're going to do a 50-50 raffle at halftime of this Madden sim. And we got 2 teams that are both desperately, and I mean desperately, looking for a win. I had a lot of people message me yesterday saying, Mitch, man, you really freak out. You go kind of wild for these games. You know what, though? I think in life you got to practice how you play, and at the end of the day, I don't like losing. I know if I was actually doing a Madden sim when we lost, I'd probably shut that bitch off. Coming up, let's get into our Madden Week 2 sim here on the Raiders Report. Raider Nation, what's going on? It's Mitchell Renz here, host of the Raiders Report. If you're looking for a Raiders against Baltimore Ravens Madden simulation, you are in the right place. The Silver and Black are going up against the Flock in Week 2 of the actual NFL season, so what I decided to do is run a Madden sim for every single game. As it stands right now, both teams are 0-1 according to our Madden simulation, and I got to know, who you got? Give me your score prediction down below. Are you going to go with the Silver and Black, or are you going to go with Lamar Jackson, the quarterback that if I was actually playing Chuggs and Madden, I would say you can't use the Ravens because Lamar's just too good of a runner. Give me your score prediction down below, and if you're watching this live and you get the score correct, well, I got to do a boot. If you want to know what our Madden schedule is for this season, here are the dates next to the team that we're going to be playing below. Some of these dates may change just based on life and how things happen in general. And I also have a vacation plan a little bit later on in the season, which is why, there's a little bit of a gap there, week 17 to week 18. I got my bachelor party, so don't hate on me too much. But at the end of the day, I love talking Raiders. I love watch parties. It's probably one of my favorite things that we do. And if you have a good time watching this stream, then I can guarantee that you're going to have one hell of a time when we go live for every single Raiders game. It's a reason to hit that subscribe button. It's a reason to turn on that notification bell, because we rock the house on Raiders game day. Nobody does what Chuggs and I do, what the nation does, Raiders Report game day. So here we go. Lamar Jackson up against Gardner Minshew. I'm going to be honest. Gardner needs to play better, because if he don't, he's getting benched in week 3. Last game against the Chargers, 3 picks and a pick 6. That just can't happen, man. We need him to play turnover-free football. I'm really also hoping that the Raiders do a better job today getting some pressure on the quarterback, because, let's face it, Justin Herbert carved us up last week. He really did. Antonio Pierce, or the Dollar General version of Antonio Pierce as a coach, and then back-to-back Harbaughs. You got Jim, you got John. It's a lot of J's. Raiders got the ball to start last week's game. Looks like they're going to get the ball to start this week's game as well. It's the rookie out of New Hampshire, Dylan Laube. Can I get some LVs in the chat? I got Evil Chug saying let's go. Let's go. Let's freaking go, man. I'm going to make a deal. For the first quarter of this game, every 50 is a bang. Every 50 is a bang in the first quarter of action here on today's show. If you don't know what a bang is, then maybe you need to ask somebody. If If you don't know what a bang is, you need to ask somebody. We're doing every 50 is a bang here on the Raiders Report for the first quarter of action. All right. Come on, Raiders. Come on, Raiders. Tucker getting ready to tee this one up, getting ready for the kickoff here. You want to shout out? I want to see nothing but LVs. I got the Queen, Yoda. What up, Raider Rebel, Jake Serb, Taino, Die Hard, Raider Fan 365. Lobby's going to catch it at the goal line. Going to take this one out. Stutter step for a second. Get north and south. He ends up getting out to about the 26, 27-yard line. And here comes Gardner Minshew and that just luscious mane. My goodness. That is a luscious, luscious mane. Again, the stats that you're going to see, because this is Madden 2024. Once we get Madden 2025, we'll get that one up and running. However, it's not out yet. So we just have the updated rosters, all the rookies, all that good stuff, all the updated stats. If you see any numbers up on screen, it's from the season before 2023. Minshew under center. Zamir White the back. He had 3 rushing touchdowns last week. Power I formation, and right off the jump, no! Fake handoff to Zamir White. Oh my goodness. What the hell was that, Minshew? Minshew tried to force it to Devontae. Route was jumped by Kyle Hamilton. Almost pick 6 first play of the game. Are you shitting me? That is a disgraceful way to get this game going. Minshew's just playing with no confidence right now. Power I again. You got a fullback to the right. It's Alexander Madison. It's going to be a handoff. Zamir. Zamir White makes a guy miss. And just Patrick Queen and this Ravens defense is all over it. 3rd and 8. Not the way you wanted to start this one out, man. LaDark Swan. I don't know why you start this foo. Madden starts him. Again, I don't choose who starts in the earlier in the season. Minshew, shotgun. Here's the thing, though, with Madden. He's the higher-rated player. Ravens bring a blitz, and that's just not good. Not a good way to start this game at all. Oh, man. Pour one up with me, nation. Pour one up with me, nation. That was not a great start. Trenton Simpson, second-year guy out of Clemson, gets the sack there. Definitely not what we were looking for, man. Queen Serrato cheering on the Raiders. I hear you. I hear you. That was a dreadful, dreadful start. Confidence level in Gardner Minshew right now, scale to 1 to 100. Let me know what you guys are thinking. My confidence level in Minshew Mania is, it's not high right now. Punt is away. What a hell of a kick there by A.J. Cole. And it's going to go down to about the 43, 44-yard line. Nice tackle there by the Raiders. And here we go. Raiders defense needs to get some pressure. You got to do a job here of trying to contain Lamar Jackson. Hoping that's hopefully that's the case. Serb says 0. Roger says 25. El Loco 1.5. The Queen's going to go with 6. 55 from Yoda Jenkins. Not a lot of confidence in Minshew Mania for the nation. And quite frankly, the way that he's played the first week and on that first drive, I don't really blame you. Here we go. Lamar, shotgun. You got 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Jackson, shotgun. Going to drop back. It's going to be a handoff up the middle, and he goes nowhere. Really, really good job there by Divine Diablo and Christian Wilkerson to tie him up. Only going to be a gain of 1. 2nd down and 9. Coming up here for the silver and black, and I actually like this question a lot too. Who's got the better defense? Let me know down below. Is it the Raiders or the Ravens? The Raiders are hoping to get to where the Ravens were at last season. Pistol formation for Jackson, and they're going to run the rock again. What a stiff arm there by Derrick Henry, and he's going to go down. Actually, kind of forgot that was Derrick Henry until I saw that stiff arm. Tackle made by Divine Diablo, and it's
3rd down.
I know we're on the road, but I need y'all to get loud. Type those 3s. Jackson, shotgun. You got 3 to the right. 1 to the left. Will the Raiders be able to get... They're going to run it again! Did he get it? He did. On 3rd down and 6, Mitchell runs it up the middle and picks up a 1st down. I mean, that's just absolutely backbreaking. Tyree Wilson in the game with Malcolm Kuntz now. 5 minutes and 29 seconds to go here in the first quarter of action. Ravens are in Raiders territory. Ravens got 2 receivers out to the right. They got a fullback next to Jackson in the pistol. And it's going to be 4 straight runs. No, fake. Jackson, though, he's going to run it. Ball's out. Ball's on the ground. Kuntz. I think he got it. They did. Raiders football. Lamar Jackson felt the pressure. Wilkins punched it out. Malcolm Koonce with the recovery. Let's freaking go, man. Major fumble recovery. Come on, Gardner. Don't F me here. What a big-time fumble recovery. I see King Shav, Seth, Yoda, Punisher, Roger. That's huge. Taino said, get the turnover chain, Mitch. I actually raffled off the turnover chain last year.
You need a new one.
I need a new one, and I can't raffle this. This is my own personal chain. This would you'd have to give me some jing for. First down at 10, ball at the 49-yard line. Minshew, shotgun. It's going to be a handoff middle. Zamir, he's going to get about, I thought 4 or 5. They're only going to give him 3. Roquan Smith there on the tackle. Second down and 7. Raiders in Ravens territory. Come on, man. I mean, you at least got to get 3. You at least got to get 3 on this drive. Minshew under center. You got a bunch formation to the left. Minshew drops back, looking, pressured again. Throws, open, caught. Devontae Adams. Type those ones, baby. That's a big-time first down there for the silver and black. Ventrak says, I have the turnover chain. Shout out to Ventrak, next to the helmet. Not many people have a turnover chain, Ventrak. Ball to 31. Minshew under center. Drops back, quick throw right away to Michael Mayer. And Mayer's going to get 5 yards. So Mayer lined up with his hand in the dirt there on that last play. Quick, just underneath route. And Minshew literally, as soon as he called, got rid of it. It was almost like when you see a second baseman or a shortstop trying to turn 2. They don't even get their feet set. They're just getting it out. Ball to 31. Second down and 5. Minshew. They got 10 offensive linemen and big guys, 3 tight ends. And Minshew is sacked. I'll be real, I don't like that formation by Luke Getsy. You have 3 tight ends on the field, Harrison Bryant, Michael Mayer, Brock Bowers, and you're asking him to do a rollout. But if you're going to have your quarterback roll out, I want him to roll out to his throwing side, not his opposite shoulder. I don't like that play. Devontae by himself on the left. Brock Bowers spread out wide on the right. Minshew drops back. He's got a clean pocket. He's going to step up. Minshew running. And he fumbled. And picked up here by the Ravens. They might take this to the house. And he's going to go down at the 40. Minshew's 4th turnover of the season. And the Aiden O'Connell chants just keep getting louder. I like that he tried to run for the first down. I do. But in that situation, even if you go down and you slide, it's 4th down and 2, you're in field goal range. You got to get 3. You're on the road. You're 0-1 against the Baltimore Ravens. What the hell was that? I'm telling you right now, if Minshew is this bad in the regular season, I'm not going to have hair by the rest of the year. I mean, this kind of reminds me how bad Jimmy G was. Jimmy G was throwing 60-yard bombs and also throwing 3 picks a game last year in Madden. Ball at the 41. Lamar shotgun. I'll tell you what, they're running the football a lot. Really solid tackle there by Amari Burney, the second-year guy out of Florida. Also, Jack Jones there to help clean it up. 2nd down and 9. I'll be honest, I don't know if that's Antonio Pierce or Patrick Graham. I don't know if Madden knows either. 2nd and 9. 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go here. Bunches to the right. Looks like Zay Flowers by himself there on the left. Jackson drops back, looks, throws, open, caught. Zay Flowers, that's going to be a first down. Is that Flowers? Or Rashad Bateman? Jesus, Mitch. I actually thought Bateman was going to be a lot better coming out of Minnesota. Could be the offense. I don't know if he's the best fit there in Baltimore. First down. All right, so Jackson's out of the pistol. You got, I think that's their fullback on his right hip. King Henry right behind him. And it's going to be, what a freaking play there by Malcolm Koonce. Attaboy, get those 51s in the chat. So they did, I mean, honestly, Lamar should have handed that off to Derek. Instead, he decides to keep it. Really good patience there by Koonce to sit back, wait to see what Lamar did, bring him down. Ball here at the 49. You guys want more defense? You're getting more defense. Raiders showing pressure. They're not going to bring him out. Oh, man. Mad Max, I thought he had him, was unable to get to him. Jackson gets the ball out in time. 3rd down and 4. I need you to get loud, nation.
It's
Third down.
I need you to get loud. Get those threes in the chat. 3rd down and 4. If I'm the Ravens and this is a real game, I go for it. Raiders got 4 guys on the line. Soft coverage here. Throw, just too easy.
No,
Incomplete. He dropped it. Jack Jones, did he punch it out or did Bateman drop it? I don't know. I didn't like how soft they were playing. I mean, if you're going to be 4th and 4 and you're going to play 7-8 yards back, not a good idea to do there. Minute to go, and they're going to bring out Justin Tucker. I mean, this is what, this is like a 60-yard field goal here. Literally, 60-yard field goal. Fake! Tucker throws incomplete! What on God's earth is happening? I'll tell you this right now, that'll never happen. Justin Tucker's chances of making a 60-yard field goal compared to making a 4-yard pass, Christ. You know what, though? I love it. I love it. Ron, so unrealistic. I hear you. I don't disagree.
I hope you're sitting down.
It's Madden.
It's not real.
My grandma's going to watch this show. She's going to be like, I thought the Raiders played in September. Minshew, handoff, no. Minshew looks, throws. What the was that? That wasn't even close. I mean, he had a wide open Devontae Adams, missed him.
Are the AOC chants coming in right now?
Oh, if this is real life, the AOC chants are deafening. They are, from me personally, deafening. One to the left, you got one to the right. Looks like Bauer's in the game. Ravens blitz, Minshew. Minshew, I think it was supposed to be a fake handoff. I just think Parham didn't block him. I don't know who missed an assignment there, but that's just unacceptable.
Y'all said y'all wanted more defense.
I'll tell you what, if you like D, this is your game, man. This is your game. Richie's calling for AOC. Richie, you might get your wish. Gardner, 3rd down and 14. Throws, and it's broken up. That's a good play. Good play there by one of the best safeties in the league, Marcus Williams. 4th and 14. This might just be a field possession game. I don't know. The Raiders now have had the ball 3 times. 3 and out. Fumble by Minshew. No 3 and out. Has not been good. Punt is away. Down at the 11. Jacorian Bennett flies in. Clean up that tackle. If you want a shout out here on the Raiders Report, I'm going to go to my Instagram right now. If you give me a follow at Mitchell Renz 365, I will give you a shout out here on the show. If you need that link, Chuggs is going to put it for you guys down in the comment section right now of this live video. If you want a shout out here on the Raiders Report, give me a follow on IG. Fake handoff to King Henry. Jackson's going to keep it, and he's going to lose a yard. Jackson today, 2 carries, -5 yards, and that's going to do it for the first quarter of action. We got a 0-0 ball game. Lot of defense here, man. Lots and lots of defense. I see Chase Leroy. Shout out to you. Bayo period Alex. What's up? Detrock 1. I see you. You want a shout out here on the Raiders Report? Give me a follow. I see R. Beckers, Joey Flex. What up, Raider Gabe? Oh, my goodness. King Henry breaks a tackle, 1st down. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It was, if you're asking Jack Jones to tackle Derrick Henry in open field, it's going to be a long year. Going to be a long, long year. Ventrac, Minshew busy loving his hair. You're not wrong. 1st down and 10. That's a very interesting pistol formation. Throw quickly to Mark Andrews. That's going to be a 5-yard pickup. 2nd down and 5 coming up here. Can the Raiders defense get off the field? At this point, the defense has been playing great. Forced the turnover early in this one.
If this is a real Raiders game, you're happy 0-0.
The way that it's gone, probably. Though I would have liked a field goal there. What a freaking tackle by Divine Diablo. Mitchell tries to bounce it out to the right side. Diablo cleans it up, and it's another 3rd down and 5. Let's go, D.
It's 3rd down.
Gotta get a dub today, man. Can't go 0-2. Jackson, shotgun, running back on his left hip. You got 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Jackson looks, scans the field, throws. Incomplete. Incomplete. 4th down and 5. Marcus Epps is fired up, and quite frankly, I don't blame him. Quite frankly, I don't blame him. Love it, man. Absolutely love it. Shout out to CR1ZZ, Raider Gotts, DMV, Deadpool, Nami Stang, and then D. Nagessa 2024. Thanks for the follows on IG. Laube going to be returning this one out from the 10, gets up to about the 32-yard line, and here comes this Raiders offense again. The Raiders offense has been, well, offensive. Has not been good. Has not been good at all so far. I also got a few more people to get in for our duck race here. Chuggs, can you just pause it for one quick sec here? Ira Jackson, what up, Ira? You in? Shout out to the great Tuna. You are in. Then I see we got Javierville. I'll put you in as. And then in as Daniel frickin' Jimenez. Right now, $20 Venmo. You have the opportunity to win $190 here on the Raiders Report. All right, let's get back to the action here. Minshew under center. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Zamir White's the back. Minshew drops back quickly. Throws, caught by Michael Mayer. And Mayer, I don't know if he got the first. He did not. 2nd down and inches. Coming up here for the silver and black. If I'm the Raiders here, I get Trey Tucker in the game. I take a shot. You got to do, I mean, it's too much dink and dunk. This reminds me of Josh McDaniels, Mick Lombardi, BS offense. I take a shot down the field here to Trey Tucker. Minshew, under center again. Alexander Madison in at fullback. Fake handoff to Zamir. Minshew looking, throw it away if you can't get it. I think he could have picked up the first down. I think he could have picked up the first down there with his legs. Decides to throw it away. I don't know what the hell Minshew's doing. 3rd down and inches here. Now you got to run it. Now I go back to the old fullback dive, Alexander Madison. Yeah, they only got 5 guys on the line of scrimmage. Oh, it's a really long handoff, but Zamir's going to pick up the first down and then some. Zamir breaks the tackle. What a pickup there by Zamir White. Keep feeding them. If Minshew don't got it, keep feeding him the rock. Mitchell's thrown the ball 7 times today. Zeus has only got 3 carries. Picks up a huge first down. Get those ones going for me down in the chat. Get the ones for me down in the chat. Minshew, shotgun. Got a receiver on the right side. Another receiver down on the left. They're going to send Brock Bowers here. He's going to go in motion. Minshew looking. Scans the field. Throws. Caught. No. Dropped by Devontae, but he took a shot there. Minshew kind of let him out to dry. He kind of let him out to dry there a little bit. That was, I mean, you expect Devontae to make that catch because he's Devontae Adams, but also letting your receiver out to dry, that's some Jimmy G shit. Minshew's going to drop back here, looks, throws. Christ almighty. He's 3 of 9 in this game with a fumble. He's horrendous. He's bad. He's been bad in Madden. You know what they say, if you're bad at Madden, you're probably not going to be good in real life. If there's anything we're going to learn from today's live show, it's Minshew's obviously not going to be a good quarterback, right? We got 2 to the left here. Minshew. Oh my God, I thought they were about to hand it off. Oh, Christ. Scrambles. Here we go. Picks it up! Minshew Mania, never a doubt in my mind. Minshew Mania scrambles, picks up 15, 16, slides down. I mean, I don't know where these afterburners kicked in. Dude was running. I think for a second, Madden thought that he was Lamar Jackson. You love to see it. You absolutely love to see it, man. Minshew under center. 2 to the right. Devontae by himself on the left. Handoff Zamir White. Not a lot of running room there. 2nd down and 7 coming up here. You got to put up points on the board. Remember, the Ravens, they get ball to start the second half. That kind of makes me a little bit nervous. They get ball to start the second half. Minshew, again, under center here. Looks like, is that Devontae by himself on the left? You got one-on-one with Devontae. Fake handoff to Zamir. Gardner, throw. Missed another wide open guy. I mean, what are we doing here, Minshew? He's wide open, middle of the field. Was that Jacoby? Early on in this Madden season, Minshew and Jacoby just have absolutely no rapport. Better Harbaugh, Jim or John? It's a good question. 3rd down and 7. Oh, delayed handoff here by Zamir, and he goes absolutely nowhere. Loss of 1. You got to kick it. You want proof that you got no confidence in your quarterback? You run 3rd and 7 as a draw. I mean, what a terrible play there. I can't blame Luke Getsy because of how bad Minshew's been. I can blame the coaching staff, though, with AP or Telesco. You got to make a change. 4th down and 8. Carlson in to kick the field goal here. Looking at about a 46-yarder. And the kick is up and it's good. I'm not going to lie, I thought he missed it. I was getting kind of nervous. It's right through the middle, though. 3-0 is the score. The way this game has gone, that might be enough. I don't know. The Raiders lost the 3-0 game last season. Trivia, who was that team that the Raiders played? They lost 3-0. Who was it? Let me know down below. Little trivia. If the Raiders won a 3-0 football game this season,
would you be mad at me if this sim ended 3-0?
No. We need a dub. We need a dub, man. All right, that was not a J-Mo said Steelers. No, the correct answer is Vikings. Tackle made, and it's going to be 1st down and 10 coming up here at the 26-yard line. I saw somebody ask Mitch, it's the new season. What about the new kickoff rules? Reminder, this is the Madden from last year. The new Madden hasn't come out yet. Once it does, we will have it. And then we will have the new kickoff rules. But just something to throw out there. Ball to 27. Ravens have 3 timeouts. Raiders have 3 timeouts. Plus, you got the 2-minute warning coming up here. Again, 3 minutes, 19 seconds to go. Baltimore also gets the ball to start the second half. We got 500 people here in the building. We did just hit 200 likes. At halftime of this game, we will spin that wheel. Lamar, fake handoff. Oh, boy, going to keep it, and he's got some running room. He's going to pick up about 14 yards there with his legs. 1st down, Ravens. I'm actually okay with the idea that they've been running as much as they have. They haven't really been able to get much going. Haven't been able to get much going on the ground. I'm just kind of worried and mad when people throw the ball. Pistol formation, got a fullback on his right hip. Derrick Henry, believe, is the back. 2 to the left there. They're going to send a guy in motion, and it's going to be a shovel pass nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. Trey Taylor, the rookie out of Air Force, all over it, as long as also Max Crosby.
Interesting. They've been using Trey Taylor as like a linebacker safety hybrid, like a nickel linebacker.
As like a box guy. Oh! Ultra V-A-B packed! Jack Jones packed! Let's go, VAB! Can I get a VAB? Bang! Lamar looks right, picked off by Jack Jones. Jumped to Nelson Aguilar. He missed it. Nelson Aguilar missed it. Oh, my goodness. That is a monumental pick there by Ultra VAB. Thank you. I missed watching the last 50-50 yesterday and saw the notey from Mitch sending the money, so I got to give it back. Raiders, FLAC, F the Denver Broncos, and FKC. Ultra VAB, this is for you, man. Let's keep it rolling. Minshew Mania back out here on the field. Ball to 45. What a huge, huge turnover there. This Raiders defense is showing out. They're showing out today. You got to give them some love, man. Ball to 45. Minshew under center. Zamir White's the running back. If I'm the Raiders here, I'm not trying to give the Ravens any time. Let this go all the way down to the 2-minute warning. Let it go all the way down to the 2-minute warning. Tick, 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 tick. We are officially at the 2-minute warning, which lets me Let me give a shout out here to the people that just got in our duck race. Got a few extras in here. Raider Josh, you're in. Anthony Marigil, you are in. Luis A., you are in. And then Joe Mauld, also in. $20 Venmo right now. You have a chance to win $230. And remember, whoever comes in last place, you get a Raiders Report jersey. Good luck to you. 20 to get in. 2nd and 7. Minshew, he's going to drop back. He's going to look, throws, middle of the field. Open, caught! First down, Raiders! Jacoby Myers all the way down to the 30. I mean, right now, this game should be at least 6-0 if Minshew doesn't fumble. That fumble earlier in this game could come back to haunt them. Minute 30 to go. Ball to 29. No rush. No, you don't need to rush. You got trips right. Minshew, Ravens bring a blitz. Throw quick. Oh, I thought he fumbled. Holy shit, I thought Michael Mayer just fumbled. Mayer had it for about a second, took a step, took a lick there from Kyle Hamilton. Ball popped out. 2nd down and 10. I run it here. If this is an actual NFL game, I run the football and I let all the time come down. Minshew, shotgun, 2 to the right. Minshew's going to drop back. He's looking. He scans the field. Throws. Open. Caught. Devontae. First down and goal. And this is also the first time that a team has made the red zone today. Which I should also say, hey, if you guys want to give Jeremy Chuggs a follow on Twitter, make sure you guys do so at Jeremy Chuggs. That link's going to be available to y'all down in the comments, down in the description of today's show. And you know what? Chuggs just said the first person that follows him, he's going to give a follow back to. First down and goal, ball at the 10-yard line. Minshew, shotgun, 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Minshew looks right, throws. Oh, man, that was a risky throw. Caught, though, by Michael Mayer. Timeout, Raiders. Why? Why? It's 2nd down and goal, ball at the 3-yard line. Why are we calling timeout? I know we got 2 left, but why are we calling timeout? Plenty of time to get up to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of time. 39 seconds to go. They got the power formation in there. Madison at fullback. Zeus at running back. Minshew, pitch right. Not enough. At the 2, he gained 1. The 3rd down and goal. Yeah, now you let the clock. Oh, my God. What are you doing? Christ almighty. AP, what are you doing? There's 31 seconds. 31 seconds. You don't call timeout there. Because now you're going to give them way too much time. You leave about 15 seconds left on the clock. I pass now. That's a long 2, dude. Minshew, under center. They're going to run it with Zeus. He ain't going nowhere. Unbelievable. Ravens call timeout now.
Should you go for it?
No, you shouldn't. You should kick the field goal. Go up 6-0. At this point, your defense has played so well that you got to trust your defense. I hate that play call. I hate the way that they just use the clock there. AP, man, you got to be better, dude. Got to be better. 4th down and goal. Kick is up, kick's good. 6-0 is the score. I mean, the fact that we were able to hold the Ravens there to no points is impressive. Now, they still have about 25 seconds to go. Ultra VAB, shout out to you. You're going to get a spot. You know what, Chuggs? Whoever spams VAB the most, they're going to get a spot here on our Boot Hall of Fame. Also, shout out to Gunny. He gets a spot in our Boot Hall of Fame. If you don't know our deals, friendly reminder, every 50, yeah, we're going to do 50. Every 50 is going to be a bong bang. Every single 10, you're going to get a spot on our Boot Hall of Fame. Every 200 likes, we do a wheel spin. We'll do a wheel spin here in a little bit. Kick is away. It's going to be taken back out of the end zone here. And he's going to get out to about the 25-yard line. It's kind of a dumb to take it out there. You probably should have just taken a knee, give your offense a few extra seconds. Ball to 25. Ravens have 2 timeouts. With Justin Tucker, they're probably just trying to get to the 40-yard line here. So if I'm Baltimore, I'm trying to pick up 35 yards.
Also, Jake Serb, he spammed VAB the most.
Jake Serb, let's get him in there. Serb.
Lamar takes a snap. He's looking across the middle.
Caught by Mark Andrews. Timeout. 18 seconds left. Ball to 46. I mean, tell me the one thing that you cannot allow to happen. It's that. how's that even possible?
18 seconds left.
How's that even possible? 18 seconds to go. 1 timeout remaining here for Baltimore. If I'm the Ravens, I'm just trying to go about 7 yards, get out of bounds. Ravens, call hike quick. Ooh, incomplete. Jackson today, 5 of 9, 45 yards and a pick. The pick was by Jack Jones. I mean, it's a really good job. He stepped up into the route, undercut Nelson Aguilar. And the problem is here, if the Raiders win this game, do you keep Minshew in as quarterback? If the Raiders win this game, do you keep Minshew at quarterback? Y for yes, N for no. Ball at the 46. Jackson drops back. Quick throw. I'll tell you what, that's worst case scenario for Baltimore. They're going to use their final timeout, 3rd down and 6. I can't believe Baltimore did that. I mean, the coaching staff here has done a really bad job. Realistically, I mean, that fake field goal attempt that was earlier in the first quarter, that could really come back to haunt them. That was wild, is right. Ball at the 49. Jackson, shotgun, 3 to the left. You got a lone receiver. That's Nelson Aguilar to the right. They're double teaming Aguilar. Why? Jackson looking, steps up, throws. Oh my goodness. Mark, I don't think he could have. The Raiders had a defender there. But how does that happen? You decide to double team Nelson Aguilar, Jack Jones. Who the F is on Mark Andrews? Wide open, 1st down and goal. Are they gonna kick or are they gonna go for it? I kind of hope they go for it. They're gonna kick the field goal. That can't happen. You cannot give up that play, especially for them to also be able to get out of bounds. 6-3. I mean, that's disgraceful. That's just. I mean, I don't even understand how that happens. What is Marcus Epps doing? What are we doing? Uh-oh. Aiden O'Connell warming up. Aiden O'Connell. Oh! They got us! They got us! Mother effing Madden, man. They got us. I thought Aiden was warming up. Who's running this sim? Chuggs did something.
Gardner said, not so fast, sweetheart.
Give me that football. You did. I don't know how you did that, but you did that. I don't know how you did that, but you did that. You got to be shitting me, man. There's no way. No freaking way. I was literally like, are you about to do this? Short kick here. Laube is going to take it. I mean, if there's one thing that's impossible from what I've seen from Madden in my year and 2 games covering this, it's impossible to return a kick. Have we? I don't think we've seen it yet. I don't think we've seen anybody get past the 50, honestly. All right, y'all, final call to get in our 50-50 raffle, $20 Venmo for a chance to win as it stands right now. $230, which we got a few more people in. We got Team is in. Yeah, you want to spin that wheel real quick. Spin it. Team Ultra Speed in. And then LA Crash Dog also in. Also is in. All right, so the wheel spin, I don't know what this is. All right, so we got all sorts of stuff on there. So we're doing wheel spins for every time we get to 100 likes. I like this. All right, so we're doing Chuggs $20 tequila clock.
So,
if you want to get mad at Chuggs for having the Raiders lose to the Chargers yesterday, and we got to watch this 6-3 bullshit, let's punish them.
It's going to go until the end of the race.
Until the end of the duck race.
Until the end of the duck race.
Every $20 super chat that comes in. Tequila shot for Chuggs.
Tequila shot, and you get a spot on the Boot Hall of Fame.
That's a hell of a deal. That's a hell of a deal. I'll tell you what. I might send one in. I might send one in. It's a hell of a deal. Final call to get in here for our Venmo 50-50 raffle. If you send a 20 on Venmo, it's not a shot for Chuggs. It's you just getting into our 50-50 raffle. I should probably clarify that. So,
you know what? Actually, if you get in right now,
dude, that's dangerous. No, you can't do that. That's dangerous.
All right. Is there anybody else who hasn't gotten in yet?
All right, I'm going to refresh my phone. I'm going to look. Ultra VAB! Also, I didn't see this team, Ultra Speed. That's on me. He got 2 entries in. And then Charles G is in again.
That's one.
That's one shot at tequila.
Good thing the big hitters aren't in the chat today.
Hey, Marsh, can you grab the tequila real quick for Chuggs?
And a shot glass. Nice
Thank you.
fade.
Thank you. Another one from Venthrak. I mean, you said none of the big hitters.
Good thing none of the big hitters are in today.
Venthrak's here. Chef was watching earlier. I also saw Ira's in the duck race. So to say none of the big hitters are here, I don't know, man. Rebel's here.
Good, man. That carnivore diet.
Wow, it's that peak.
All he does is eat meat.
It's that peak.
Oh, dude.
What?
The peak is where it's at.
I
It's
mean,
pointing to where the action is.
what I kind of want Marsh just to grow the peak so long that it turns into a unibrow. Is that possible?
All right. Well, I guess only 2 real ones in the chat.
All right, Chuggs, I'm going to send you. Nabman said, Mitch, I want another one.
They
All right.
have until the end of the duck race, so
They
I
have?
guess only 2 big hitters in the chat right now.
I know you're calling people out. You got to be careful. It's in a snap of a finger, that can get bad really quick. I'm actually kind of nervous
All right,
for
so
you.
the winner of this race gets $280. The loser gets a Raiders Report jersey.
Who comes in last gets a Raiders Report jersey. Whoever comes in last, you not only get a butthole pick, you also get a Raiders Report jersey. Ira Jackson says someone's in trouble. And then Daniel frickin' Jimenez says take a shot. I'll tell you what, Daniel loves shots, man. You got to be careful with him. I partied with Daniel. Daniel? That's probably, 3 years ago at this point, man? Venthrak! Another one! Chuggs, you guys can see him. He's just tiny up there. He's just going, man, spoke too soon. Spoke too soon.
Let's go ahead and run this race.
That's what, 5?
Let's go ahead and run this race.
I mean, we can keep doing this. Another one from Ira, 6.
All right, here we go. In 3,
he's nervous now.
2, 1, here we go.
Another one. 56 seconds to go. Winner of this race is going to go home with $280. Whoever comes in last, you're going to get a Raiders Report jersey. Remember, every $20 super chat, Chuggs has to take a shot.
This race needs to hurry up.
Another one! You're in trouble. If you guys are wondering why the stream just doesn't work correctly, it's because of that. That guy over there. Oh, God, this is getting out of hand. This is getting out of hand. Husker Raider right now with the lead.
30 seconds, come on.
Husker Raider right now with the lead. Come on, Husker. Raider Josh there. Scott Eckert in the very interesting space. Steve Pena. Ultra VAB says another one. Oh, God, it's 11 now. You're in trouble. Steve, come on, Steve. Javierville. Daniel frickin' Jimenez.
All right, Ira, that's the last one.
12, that's it. Bro, you're in trouble. You are in trouble. Daniel frickin' Jimenez. Congrats to you. Dude. All right, y'all.
Joel, last one for real.
What do you
13.
mean? Dude, what about Crash Dog? That's 14.
Yep, last one.
Dude, that's... Daniel, can you please confirm that you just received $280 here on the Raiders Report? Please? Down below. Dude, you can't... 14? You can't do that.
Oh, wait. And last place.
Oh, yeah, last place.
Richie Renz!
Oh, Dad.
That's awesome.
All right, so Dad, you get a jersey.
I think you go triple M.
Quadruple M.
Quadruple M.
Richie, if you're watching the show right now, which he's actually on vacation,
He's watching.
If he's watching right now, Dad, if you want a quadruple M jersey, if you don't know what that is, M. If you don't know what it means, my dad, when I was growing up, used to call me my main man, Mitch. So 4 M's. 4 M's, I'll let you do either number 20, because it's my birthday, or the year I was born, 93. Richie, if you're watching, you get the pick. Give me a shot or two of those. You're not doing all those. There's no way. Can you pause this for a second? Can you pause this for a second? This is... I know I said make deals on the wheel. I realize you guys didn't even see that. I did one. I can't undo it. So
Spit it out! Spit it out! This one counts as 2.
If you're gonna spew
into this.
Imagine having to throw up and all you have is this.
Dude, it is. So
Seeps! Real quick, I gotta ask you a question. What does that taste like? If you had to say what that tastes
if you're
like.
predicting what that is.
And now we're down to 9.
Tasted like tequila.
I thought he was gonna go lower.
It was tequila. You know what they say.
Hey, Sam, real quick, I got to ask you a question. Sam, real quick. Sam, what is that? Can you tell me what that tastes like? Just curiosity.
Do I need to smell it first, or am I just...
That's up to you. It's made with bits of real horse, so you know it's good.
No, that is the real deal. Not my favorite either.
Actually, that's wrong. That was actually Broncos tears.
Hey, Brett, real quick.
Tequila all the same.
We have 7 more.
They're both
This
better.
is not going to be good.
Tequila and Broncos tears both.
I'm not going to lie. That might be the worst deal we've ever done on this show. Realistically.
I've been around long enough to hear a bunch of them.
We're 300 away from another
I think
boot.
it's hard to say on one
Dude.
that's the worst.
We have 6 more, Mitch. Right here. Sam, you want one more?
Friday.
It is a Friday. Actually, you know what I have to do? I got to add all these
That's
people.
Sam.
I got to add all these people to the boot.
5 more.
Gunny. I got Ira. I'm telling you what, right now, I'm in trouble.
We'll just do those after.
What?
Do those after
After what?
the show.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Dude, I'll tell you
We
this
got
right
3
now.
more.
I don't know how you're going to
Will
do
you
it.
get 2?
2. I already did 2. Oh, Christ. Luckily, we're out.
Yeah, we have
You're going to be
that
cooked.
many.
You're going to be cooked. Are you going to be all right? Are you going to be able to do this?
Bobby, can I get a
I'm not going to lie. I spilled some. All right,
right.
that's it. Christ almighty. Can I go pee at least? Ugh. Throw that away. We're not doing tequila anymore. We're not doing it anymore, man. It's so bad. It's good. It's good when you're out and about. When you got to do it back to back, it's the worst shot. I think that's why I hate it. Oh, dude, especially if you don't have lime. Like, if you guys, I don't know how you guys drink it. I can't do it. Can't do it.
All right, second half.
Can't do it.
Need a big one from the Raiders if they don't want to go 0-2 to start the Madden year.
I am going to warn all of you after that, this is going to be not good. It's not going to be good, man. It's not going to be good. Can I go pee? That's actually an honest question. All right, I'll hold it until after this drive. Lamar throws, gets hit, gain of 5, second down and 5. This is gonna come on, defense. Come on, defense. That man just sent me a message. You should never threaten the nation with a good time. You're not wrong, man. Lamar throws completed. I just sent you a message. First down, Baltimore. Ball to 43. Dude, that burp was awful. Are you all right? Because I am not good. First down at 10. 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter of action. Lamar, shotgun. One to the left. Drops back, looks, throws, quick. Slant, caught. Zay Flowers. It's going to be a first down. Oh, man, this is not good. Man! Bang! I also realized not only does my dad get a jersey, he also gets the butthole pick. Lamar, look, scans the field, throws, quick. Isaiah.
Nothing he's never seen before.
Isaiah Likely, you're not wrong. I would say this, if anybody has seen my butthole the most, it's probably my dad or my mom.
Alex?
I don't think she's seen my butthole as much as my parents have. I would imagine your first, year of life?
Every day.
Every day, you're looking at butthole.
I mean, you and Alex.
What? Nah. Right? I mean, you probably see your kid's butthole more than any butthole.
That's Brett. I don't know. I don't have kids.
Brett's nodding his head. I was going to say something. I don't even know if I can. Brett has seen more. I can't even say it. I can't do it. Oh, Brett's a father of 3. Let's just say that. He's seen a lot of buttholes. Ball handoff up the middle here to Mitchell, and he's carrying that like a loaf of bread. First down, Baltimore. I can't say it, Raphael. I can't. I don't want that ever to hit a wheel spin again. Though we are 35 likes away from another one, which is devastating. Handoff, middle, nowhere. Derrick Henry. Tyree Wilson all over it. Raiders up 6-3 in this Madden showdown. Ventrac, whoever came in last place gets a butthole pick. My dad came in last, so the topic of discussion was, who has seen my butthole the most? I believe it's one of my parents. Second down and 10. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Lamar drops back. He's going to pick it up. He's going to run. And he is... Oh, I don't know if he got in. AP, challenge that. I don't think he got in. Did he get in? Y for yes, N for no. I don't think he did. You're not going to show a replay? You're not going to show a replay. They're just going to count it. Unbelievable. I don't think he got in, dude. Tucker, kick is up, kick is good. 8 plays, 75 yards. I mean, those are the corrections that good teams make. Also, reminder, we're going to do another 50-50 raffle, though. This time, it's going to be for 10. $10 50-50 raffle. We're going to do it at the end of the stream. Speaking of streams, I got to go. I got to pee, man. It's coming out a lot of ends. I got to go take a leak. I'm even afraid to say this. Rules are rules.
All right, $10 to get in. Minshew warming up. I do have to say, not going to spoil anything. Second half, a little bit more fireworks than the first half. You already saw Ravens score on their opening drive. They take the lead. They're up right now 10-6. I'll make sure the scoreboard is still up for y'all. Ravens up 10-6. Can they do it? You know, rules are rules. $10 to get in our duck race. Minshew's got to step it up. Minshew's got to step it up. All right, Legendary Gaming Network. I run a simulation football league on my channel. Did y'all fix the sliders? I did. I messed with some of the sliders. So what I did, Legendary, is I throttled down a couple of the different penalties. So I throttled down the roughing the passer penalty was really bad in this game. Also, I made a couple different changes to some of the sliders. I made the blocking a little bit better. I made the route running and the quarterback accuracy both a little bit better, which you probably wouldn't even notice with Minshew because he's missed on some balls today. He's definitely missed on some balls. No Diddy. I think he could be a little bit better. AOC, if the Raiders lose this game, I told Mitch, if the Raiders lose this game, AOC is starting next game. So we'll have to see who does Antonio Pierce go with after this game because you can't go 0-3 on the Madden season. That's really hard to get out of in this Madden league. If you go 0-3 in Madden Sims, making the Madden playoffs is almost near impossible at that point. A lot of work needs to be done. Reminder, $20 Super Chats. Mitch, he'll owe you some shots. Rules are rules. We got 450 people rocking and rolling with us today. Reminder, we'll be doing Madden Sims for every single game this year or this offseason that the Raiders are going to be playing. This is on Madden 24. I just updated the rosters. I did a couple things to the game to make it pretty well done. Once Madden 25 comes out, then I'll work to, get that. But we went ahead and got the early edition for Madden and NCAA, or what are they calling it? College football. We did get the early version, so we'll get it 3 days before everybody else. Ira, that's a shot for Mitch. That's one shot for Mitch. How many shots will Mitch get? That's one. That's a one. That's a me.
Oh, man. All right, so what? I owe, one from Ira?
One from Ira.
Technically,
Two from Ira.
two from Ira. Well, I'm not doing tequila, first off. That ain't happening.
Vinthrak.
All right, you know what?
That's three.
You know what? Let's do this. Oh, man. This is not going to be good, dude.
And then
Luckily, it's Friday.
Navman said to check Venmo.
Oh, that's devastating. Oh, my God. Can I send a hydrate super chat so y'all can get some water? I will happily take some water. I don't have any. After watching Chuggs suck on that, I'd rather not have any water. Venthrak. I'll take a shot. I don't think Venthrak drinks, though. Yeah, this is...
10-6.
Oh, boy. 10-6. All right, come on, Raiders. I mean, we got to get something going here, right? Got to get something going here. Reminder, $10 Venmo in order to get into our 50-50 raffle here at the end of the game. No jersey this time. Though my dad, he's going to be here next week. Maybe I can give an in-life, in-person butthole pick. That might be better. I don't know. First down to 10. 4 minutes and 19 seconds. Ball at the 25-yard line. You got two to the right. You got one to the left. Laube in at running back. Devontae, he's going to go in motion. Fake handoff to Laube. No, they're going to give it to him. Laube. Nowhere. Loss of, they got back to line of scrimmage. They're going to say second down and 10. Marcus Williams is just all over that play. I mean, in this game, this season, the way that this thing has gone is Luke Getty has no confidence whatsoever in Gardner Minshew. Nate Hobbs is pissed on the sidelines. I don't blame him. This defense has played great today, and you're down by 4 points because your offense stinks. Minshew scrambles, looks. I mean, this guy can't hit the broadside of a barn. He's 6 of 15 today with a fumble. I think win or lose, I mean, you might have to roll with AOC, man. I'm telling you that in real-life situation, if this is how the season has gone, screaming from the rooftops for AOC. Minshew, shotgun, looking. Oh, my goodness. I don't even know what to say. Minshew scrambles, runs backwards, throws it 3 yards short of a first down, picked off. Disgraceful football being played here by Gardner Minshew. And I'm actually upset at myself at how upset I am right now at this game, because I'm sitting here going, I love Gardner Minshew to be the starting quarterback. You know what I mean? Like, this is horrendous football that I'm watching. And I watched Jimmy G, Brian Hoyer last year. 10-6 ball game. I think Chuggs just likes to see us in pain. I don't know what else to think of. Ball at the 27, handoff, and he's going to go down. It's going to be a gain of 2, 2nd down and 8. No, I'm not going to lie. Those tequila shots, I am definitely starting to feel them a little bit. Oh, Christ, dude. We have so many people in this next race. At the end of the third quarter, I'm going to tell everybody who gets in our next race. Jackson, shotgun. You got 2 to the left. He's going to drop back. 2nd and 8. No pressure on him. Throw short. Caught by King Henry. Robert Spillane comes in and cleans it up. And it's
The third down.
Come on. Come on. You got to hold him to a field goal here. Got to hold him to a one-possession ball game. Got to hold him to a one-possession ball game. I hope Aiden's the guy that trots out here at quarterback. Lamar, shotgun. High snap. Corrals it. Scrambling. What a tackle there by Malcolm. What a tackle there by Malcolm Coots. I thought Lamar had an easy first down. Coots just blindsides Jackson. Real life, probably a flag. I am not going to lie to y'all. That might have been a flag. What a stop there, though, by Malcolm Coons. People say he can't stop the run. Prove that he can. They're going to bring out their kicking unit. No! They're going to go for it. 4th down and 1. Jackson, handoff, King Henry. I don't think he got it. Did they give him the first down? Denied! Didn't get it! Nate Hobbs, Divine Diablo. I mean, what a play by Hobbs earlier on in the game. You saw him. He slammed his hand on the freaking side and was pissed off at this offense. What a stand by this defense, man. They're playing their freaking heart out.
You wanted more defense. You got it.
Let's go. Dude, what a freaking stand there. What more are you going to ask for? If Divine Diablo and Nate Hobbs make a stand like that in real life, I'm inviting them to my wedding.
If you want the D, I'll give it to you.
1st down and 10, 3 to the left. Minshew drops back, throws. Mayer caught. 1st down Raiders. Let's go. I need some momentum. Every single good vibe sticker, I'm taking a drink. Every single good vibe sticker, I need some good vibes here. Raider Muerte, where are you at? 10-6 ball game. Minshew under center, power I formation. You got Devontae Adams on the left side. Brock Bowers in at tight end. Minshew, handoff. Zeus, he stutters. Breaks the tackle, gets north and south, picks up 6.
That's that running style you love. A little north and south action.
You need some north and south action.
He put his head down.
See, I like the vision. He stuttered there for a little bit earlier. Got to make that read quicker. 2nd down and 4. Ball at the 37. Minshew shotgun. Got Zamir on his right hip. Looks like Jacoby on the right side. Brock Bowers missed him again. Minshew, oh my God. I mean, you think for a second you get some confidence in this guy. And Bowers and Devontae on the left side. Bowers runs a simple slant route. Got his guy beat. Missed him. Good vibes coming in from Raider Muerte. That's my guy right there. Now you're going to go empty backfield set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Minshew throws short, middle caught, 1st down. Brock Bowers, the safety blanket. You absolutely needed it. If anything, it was 2 to the right, 3 to the white. Because, I don't know, it was all the white guys on the left side. It was Devontae Jacoby on the right, Michael Mayer, Dylan Laube, Brock Bowers on the left. On the left side, I believe that's Devontae Jacoby on the right side. Zamir White with a fullback. Gardner Minshew under center. It's going to be a handoff. Yes, Zeus. He's got a running lane to the 50, to the 40, to the 35. 1st down. Raiders! Let's freaking go, man. Keep feeding them the rock. Ventrac, keep the good vibrations going. What? Oh, sorry, you didn't see me drinking Ventrac. I'm so into this game right now, I don't even know when I'm on screen. Gardner, shotgun. You got to put up a touchdown here, guys. Mitchell looks left, throws, caught, first down again. Moving the sticks, Devontae Adams. He threw it behind him, though. You got to lead your receiver. Got to lead your receiver. I think that's going to take us down to the fourth quarter. That's going to take us to the fourth quarter of action here. Get those fours in the chat. Get those fours in the chat. This has been a hell of a football game. Offense really lackluster. The defense has played a hell of a game, man. You can't ask much more from Patrick Graham, Antonio Pierce, and that defensive side of the football. Can you just pause that for me real quick? Reminder, if you guys want to get in $10 Venmo at Mitchell Renz 365, and I also got to send you something. Actually, wait, let's do it again. That's that one's for you, if you can look at it when you get some time. Because here's the thing. Remember, whoever's the MVP of the show, I'm going to rock your jersey. I want to say that this guy is the MVP of the stream so far, and his name is Nevman Bang! What? Oh, while I was talking? Oh, Navman93. I'm not going to lie. I almost read it like that. And sometimes, that's my problem. I'm almost too dyslexic for my own good. It's bad sometimes. Also, I got to get these names in. So, you got to give me... I'll do that in a sec. Hang on. We got to get these names in for this duck race, or else Navman's going to have a conniption. Navman, you in. We got Ultra Speed is in. He's in twice, actually. I'm going to just put you in as Speed one time. Noah Santana is in. Jason G is in. 93 is in again. Charles G is in. I got the Raspberry in twice. I also got Javier Villa. This one, guys, I'm telling you right now, very important to make sure that I get all yours in because we're feeling pretty good. Villa's in 3 times. Green, and then Anthony Green is in. Oh, man. Rick Hand in. Norman Hernandez is in. There's so many I had to catch up. Luis Rod, this guy is in. I also see LA Crash got in, and then Scott Eckert is going to be in twice. And then, holy shit, I think I just got one more. Again, Charles G. All right, so $10 Venmo right now. You have the opportunity to win $100. Do I want fried rice? I mean, I'll take it home. Put it on top of my other food in the fridge. Alex will eat that fried rice. $10 Venmo to get in. Let's get into the fourth quarter here. Gardner Minshew, ball at the 23-yard line. Power I formation. Gardner fake handoff to Zamir White. Gardner drops back, looks, throws quick. Zamir caught. Oh, I thought he fumbled it. Incomplete. Gardner today, 9 of 21 with a pick and a fumble. A pick and a fumble. 300 away from a Chuggs boot. 300. Yikes. Gardner, cheers to you. Oh. Throws middle, Mayer. Oh, he didn't get it. 3rd and inches. Do you run or do you pass? Do you run or do you pass? I run it. I'm going with Zamir. I'm feeding Zamir. I'm running the rock with Zeus. Come on, man. 3rd down and inches. Ball at the 13, and they're out of freaking shotgun. What the hell, Getsy? Minshew drops back, looking. Throws, touchdown, Raiders! Never a doubt in Luke Getsy and Gardner Minshew. Touchdown, Jacoby Myers. Show me those TDs. Show me those TDs. And then, Ultra B A B bang! Chuggs, we got a new MVP. We got a new MVP. Dude, are you shitting me? And then Ventrick bang! You guys are insane, man. Ventrac, you in. Ultra VAB. That makes him the MVP, right? Where's Jansen? Jansen, is that math right? He's got the most bangs today. VAB's got 3 now. He's got the most bangs. I think that is him and... Dude, I don't know. Nabman right now is sitting in his garage sweating. Yeah, VAB had one earlier. He's got 3. Nabman right now is sitting there. He's doing the math. He's in his garage. I've seen it. I was going to say 100 times. That's a lie. 4 times on Zoom. Dude, I can see it. Nabman right now is sweating in his garage. He's like, man, that old VAB guy passed me. Yeah, me and Nav have 2 from Ventrac. VAB right now. VAB. I actually don't have an Ultra VAB jersey. So I can't quite wear your jersey on Tuesday. VAB, though, if you're the MVP tonight, I'm going to get a jersey. Dude. You got the Zon Shake? The Zon Shake. Do you think the Raiders are going to get a dub? I'll tell you what, if this is another letdown, you are a mastermind at just effing with my emotions. I was pissed last night when I went home.
Best was there was a clip of Aiden O'Connell warming up, and then he goes,
Aiden's coming in the game.
And then all of a sudden, he passes it to Gardner Minshew, and then he starts warming up.
It's absolutely devastating, man. Devastating. To the boot god himself, Jeremy Chuggs. Circus trick. If you want to see 3 beers go down out of a boot in less than 7 seconds or your money back, luckily for you, I got him. Unbelievable. I'm going to tell you this right now. If you can do that, email me. DM me on IG or Twitter. We might have a job for you. I'm not even kidding. We might have a job for you. Well, maybe. But I'm just saying, if you can do that, I need you on the show. I need you. I need that kid. I saw a kid one time drink a water bottle in like 1 second. Before we get back into the game, real quick, Eric F., why am I more hyped for a Madden game than I am a regular season game? Maybe it's because you don't watch the Raiders Report. But I'll say this, Eric F., we're going to bring the energy. If you like this is game day. Just 100 times worse, man. And on game day, we get probably 100,000, 150,000 people watching here. Game days here on the Raiders Report. For anybody that's been in the Raiders Report game day, let somebody know what it's like on game day. I'm going to read off some of the best comments there, because if this is crazy, game day is a whole another level. I know. Raiders up 13-10. 7 minutes, 22 seconds. Both teams have all 3 of their timeouts. Raiders got 184 total yards. Baltimore right around there, 200 of the same. Lamar, you're going to drop back, got all day to throw. Short throw. Oh, man, it was risky. Threw it right near Trevon Merrick. I'll tell you what, that's a risky throw. Christian Wilkins talking a little bit of trash. I like it. Defensive line right now in is Max Crosby, Tyree Wilson, Christian Wilkins on the right side. Malcolm Koonce has had himself a hell of a football game. Had a recovered fumble earlier and had a huge stop earlier in this one. 2nd down and 7. Pistol formation. It's going to be a run with King Henry. I thought Tyree ran into him. Maybe he didn't. Slowed him down. A lot of Trey Taylor. Remember last season we thought Isaiah Palomeo was going to play this box safety role, linebacker safety hybrid. You've kind of seen that with Trey Taylor, and it's
3rd down.
Come on, Raiders. They're changing up the play. They're going to go 3 to the left. Now they're going to put it, wow. Oh my God, he jumped. Tyree Wilson just jumped. Oh, wait. It's on Baltimore. No? He pointed the wrong way? Oh my, he pointed the wrong way. On Tyree, I mean, that can't happen, dude. You got your rookie in at defensive end, and he jumped off sides on 3rd down and 5 in the 4th quarter. Oh, my God. Lamar Jackson, handoff. Max! Mad Max cleans it up. No tattoo Max Crosby. Not as good as the actual Crosby, I will say that. 2nd down and 10 coming up here. Come on, defense. What did Yoda say? Game day be like looking up in a thunderstorm with your mouth open and it's raining beer. That is unbelievable. 2nd down and 10. Incomplete. Dude, 3rd down and 10. Jack Jones, I thought he was going to get another. Targeting Nelson Aguilar again. That's one of the craziest things I've ever heard.
3rd down.
Patrick B said game day is a tailgate party. Game days are electric, and there's some awesome shot shows from shot shows. I think you mean shit shows. 3rd down and 10. Lamar looks wide open. Mark Andrews. I mean, he's been killing us today. He has been killing us today. Yeah, that is on you, Divine. Somebody hit somebody. I mean, you got to I don't understand how us as the defense can let Mark Andrews roam free. You let him roam free earlier at the end of the first half. He got all the way down to the 8-yard line. Nobody covered him. They kick a field goal. Patrick
Graham has responded this week, though. Patrick Graham and the D.
I mean, the defense has played absolutely better, but if you can't make clutch plays when it matters the most, nobody's going to give a shit. Another Mark Andrews. I mean, what does he have today? 8 for 116. I don't even know if Lamar's got 250 passing yards. Tackle made by Brandon Faison. We got 500 people here in the building. We are 1 like away from 300 likes. And we know what happened the last time we hit 200. 1st down and 10. Lamar looking, throws. And he's going to get taken down, caught. Oh, my God, they gave him 9 yards there? No chance, dude. 2nd down and 1. This better be a long one. That's what I always tell Alex. It's a long one. Side eye. 2nd down and 1. Power eye. Oh, wait, they're going to switch it up here. Isaiah Likely, he's going to go in motion. Zay Flowers, he's going to go in motion. Pistol formation. You got your fullback on your right hip. Raiders got to get some more guys on the line. Fake handoff to King. Lamar looks, throws, wide open. Oh, my God, Mark Andrews. Are you freaking kidding me, man? Mark Andrews today, 9 catches for about 130 yards and a flipping touchdown. I mean, he's been killing us. Who was on him? Nobody is the answer. Nate Hobbs missed his assignment. Christ. Unbelievable. I once heard somebody say that's ball aids. That's as close as you're going to get. Devastating. Absolutely devastating. Kick is up. Kick is good. 17-13 is the score. Last name I got in was Charles G. Raider Josh, you are in. And then Jason Gutierrez also in. Reminder, $10 Venmo. Right now, you got the opportunity to win. Kelmore Khan also in. Oop, that's cap. Now we got Kelmar Khan is in. Right now, oh man, Gary Chai also has got 2. Gary Chai, and we got another Gary Chai. Right now, $10 Venmo, you have the chance to win $125 here on the Raiders Report. Good luck to all of you out there. All right, Gardner, come on, you got to respond. Raiders down 17-13 in a game that has been really defensive focused. I mean, you've seen the Ravens be able to move the football a little bit. They've had, 2 turnovers? Technically, maybe 3 if you count the field goal missed attempt. The fake, they went for it on 4th down and 4.
That was the first time in a sim I'd ever seen a fake field goal.
They had Justin Tucker 60 yards, where I think he probably makes that. If this is a 20-13 game, much, much different. Oh, Laubie's going to take it out of the end zone. That's not good. Yeah, it's just not good. And the other thing I've learned in Madden, you just never take it out of the end zone. Just don't do it. It's not going to work. We're down at what? They're saying that he got to the 22. He didn't make the 20. If you go back and rewind that, for those of you watching the show, go back and rewind it. He didn't make the 20. Out at the 22. I'm not mad, though. This is the game. You got 3 timeouts, 4 minutes, 16 seconds to go. Got 2 running backs on your hip. Handoff, Zamir White. I like it. Bounces it off. First down and more. Goes Zamir. And he's going to get pushed out of bounds down at the 46-yard line. What a pickup there. Man. Any read deals? All right, my read deal is this. Every $20 super chat that comes in for the remainder of this drive, Reed owes us a shot at tequila. Here we go. Minshew. Shotgun. Drops back. Looks. I think he missed. I think he dropped it. He did. Odafe Owe from Penn State. Got some pressure there. Broke it up. 2nd down and 10. Coming up here for this Raiders offense. Come on, man. Mr. Music? I don't know. 2nd and 10. Minshew under center. You got 2 to the left. You got 1 to the right. Zamir down in the backfield. Ravens show 4. They are going to bring quick blitz. Devontae caught. Makes a guy miss. Pushed forward by Zeus. They gave him the first down. He would have been 2 yards short of the first down. Zamir White comes in, backs him up, and got him. We got some 1800 out there. Reed, if you want to get some of that 18 hundos. Here we go. Gardner Minshew under center. Patrick B says, we're going to feed the rookie. The rookie, Reed hasn't even been working here for a month. Let's get him lit. Oh, Christ. Handoff, left side. Going to lose 2. Look, I'll tell you what. Marcus Williams today has had a hell of a game. He's made some really big plays. That's going to be a loss of 2. 2nd down and 12. Raiders down 17-13. Both teams have all 3 of their timeouts. Ball at the 45-yard line. 3 to the right. Devontae by himself on the left. Totally changed the play now. Brock Bowers lined up in the slot. Minshew drops back, looking. Scans, got all day to throw. Steps up, throws. Open, caught. Laube. Holy shit, I almost said Hunter Renfrow, but it's the rookie out of New Hampshire. First down, Raiders. Get those ones down in the comments. 17-13 is the score. I mean, I thought Minshew was going to run it again. What a great job finding the open hole by Laube. Turn around at the exactly perfect time to catch that football. I mean, here on out, you're in 4-down territory. 4-down territory. Make PlayStation here, drink. Minshew, power eye, handoff. Zamir, stiff arm, hang on to the football. And he's going to get taken down, gain of about 7. Hell of a drive here by the Raiders. What? Patrick B. He's Mount Raider more. Reed says, thank you for getting his Friday started. Devontae Jacoby on the outside. Zamir on his right hip. Handoff, no. Oh, God, Gardner scrambles, looks, throws, caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jacoby, his 2nd touchdown of the game. 2nd touchdown of the game for Jacoby Myers. And Andre James celebrates. Oh, I mean, dude, I thought Gardner again was going to run, puts on the brakes, throws a freaking dart. That's a hell of a catch, hell of a throw. Raiders up 19-17.
Thank you, Patrick.
To Patrick B. To Patrick B. Kick is up. Kick's good. 20-17 is the score. 7-play, 80-yard drive. What a response
Now
by Gardner Minshew.
it's
Now the defense.
all on the defense.
You guys wanted more D, giggity. Well, I think you're about to get it here. 20-17 is the score. Ravens have 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Oh, my goodness. What a game. What a game here. I also see now Patrick B wants 2. 2 more. $10 Venmo right now, you'd win $135. Kick is away. Come on, Raiders. So if you're the Ravens here, it's probably 4-down territory, no? Or do you think, I got 3 timeouts, it's Madden? I'm sure that's what the coaching staff thinks. It's Madden.
Yeah.
Come on. 1st down and 10. Got to get a stop. You want to shout out here on the show? Who's rocking with me in May on Madden for week 2? Let's get some D's down in the chat. We're giving some shout-outs here. Who's rocking with me? I'll say this. If you are rocking with me, you're a crazy dude, man. You're a crazy dude, man. Or a woman. I don't know. Lamar throws. Broken up! What a play there by Brandon Faison.
Oh, the ref shoved him.
Shoved him. Throw a flag. Throw a flag. 2nd down and 10. Come on, man. What up, Ron? What up, Gatling Gun? I got Ken, Scott. Live Oakland. Live Oakland. I love you too, my man. We got Nada, Javier, Cloud, Yoda Jenkins. Lamar looks, throws, open. Is somebody going to cover Mark Andrews, for the love of God? Lamar's got 230. Mark Andrews, 10 for 163. I mean, if there's one thing I know, the Raiders have struggled covering tight ends, especially good ones. Is this Travis Kelce? Lamar's got 232 passing yards, 168 are to Mark Andrews. Lamar, shotgun, 1 to the left, 2 to the right. I don't care who it is, just cover. Mark Andrews again. Caught, breaks the tackle, makes another guy miss. Gain of 4. Somebody's got to cover Mark Andrews, for the love of God. Ball at the 50. If you're the Raiders here, do you start wondering, when do you start taking timeouts? Because you're about to get in Justin Tucker field goal range. Dude, imagine if they lost by 3, that field goal they passed up earlier. 2nd down and 6. Lamar looking, scans the field, throws. Wide open, Zay Flowers. Why is Robert Spillane on Zay Flowers? Somebody explain that one to me.
Could you Robert Spillane that one to me?
I need a big Spillane nection. No, explanation. How would you do that? No huddle. Minute 9 to go. Lamar looks, throws. Guess who? Mark Andrews. Somebody's going to ask me why I'm pissed off later today on March 17th. I'm going to say Mark Andrews had 200 receiving yards, and his hand just went through that guy's last place finish. 1st down and 10. Ball at the 46-yard line. I mean, it's at the 23. You got to get a stop here. Lamar's got all day to throw. Looks, throws, middle. Oh, my God, pick it off. He dropped it. Trevon Merrick dropped the pick. I think it hit him in the head. That is unbelievable. Thank you, Patrick B., for having my back. Yes, $10 Venmo at Mitchell Renz 365 to get in the duck race. Oh, man, they're switching up the play here. Nelson Aguilar is now going to be lined up as a tight end. You got 3 to the right. Lamar got a running back on his left hip. Lamar drops back, looks, throws, quick. Wide open. No, broken up. He had Zay Flowers, had it in his hands for a second. Broken up. Jeremy, I need y'all to get loud. I need y'all to get loud. Come on. Come on, AP. Come on, PG. Come on, cook one up here. I got Scott, Ron, Yoda, Mateus. Venthrak rocking. 3rd down and 10. Lamar looks, throws, right side. Had Mark Andrews open, missed him, incomplete. Are we really about to go to flipping overtime? Dude, I can't handle overtime. 30 seconds to go. 4th down and 10. The Ravens are going to bring out Justin Tucker. Why?
Oh. Iced him. They iced him.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Timeout. They iced him.
You have 3 timeouts, 30 seconds to go, and you're going to call timeout to ice Justin Tucker? This is a chip shot. I'm not lying to y'all. If Antonio Pierce did that in real life, I would not have kind words to say. 30 seconds to go. You have 3 timeouts.
Block!
With the best kicker in the NFL. I mean, my goodness. Tucker. Yeah, jump up and down. Kick is up.
Kick is good.
I mean, shocker. If Antonio Pierce tried to ice Justin Tucker from 37 yards out.
Do you feel confident in Minshew getting you down the field, or are you just running this and going into overtime?
The fact that in real life, the fact that they call timeout means they're taking and either going to overtime. In a real life football situation, you have 30 seconds and 3 timeouts with one of the best kickers in the NFL and Daniel Carlson. Shame on you if that's real. That's bad. No. You have 30 seconds. You try to move the sticks. You have some of the best skill position players in the league. You try to move the football. Kick is away. Laube, oh my God. I thought he was about to do it. I thought he was about to do it. You did too. Come on. Y'all did too. I thought he was about to try to take that out of the end zone. Minshew, 2 timeouts. Why? Should be 30 seconds with 2 timeouts. 27 seconds. 3 timeouts. Come on. Minshew's is he under center? Zamir White's the back. This is going to be a run. We're going to freaking overtime. Harrison Bryant's going to go in motion. He's going to line up behind Colt Miller. Handoff. Zeus. He's got a hole! Zeus! All the way up to 38. Call timeout. Timeout Raiders. 21 seconds to go. So I think they were trying to run out the clock, but they decided to run it with Zeus instead. Do you do it again? No, I'm just kidding. No, you can't now because you kind of effed yourself, though, AP. I mean, that timeout is brutal now. Because now you're at the 38. You should have 2 timeouts. Bunch formation. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. I think Devontae's by himself on the left. Gardner looks, throws, quick, middle of the field. Jacoby, you got to call timeout now, or do you got to spike? 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. What are we doing? 8. What happened? They're showing a replay. I feel like I'm in that old Disney movie where the girls just go like this. There's 4 seconds to go, 3 seconds to go. There's no way that happened. That is the worst clock management I have ever seen in the history
Heads or tails?
of the NFL.
We're going to overtime, baby. Heads or tails?
That is the worst
It's heads and the Ravens have won the toss.
clock management I have ever seen. Antonio Pierce would get fired for that clock management.
It's heads and the Ravens have won the toss. How are you feeling about this, Mitch?
About as good as I am about this. Sim, you're telling me Antonio Pierce is going to let the clock run out?
You just did.
With the game where he's got a timeout left? This is unbelievable.
Someone said, come on, Temu AP.
That's good. 20-20 is the score.
We're in overtime, baby.
This is unbelievable. If this is another loss, the heartbreak that I have from these 2 Madden games are just
all right,
monumental.
Let's go. Spam LV if you want to stop here. Spam LV if you want to stop here. Who wants to stop?
I don't know.
Who wants to stop?
Come on, Raiders. Dude, you can't go 0-2. Can't go 0-2.
So Yoda said that was totally cheese pizza.
Oh, dude. Totally cheese pizza. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Lamar, shotgun. Max Wilkins, Tyree, Malcolm Kuntz on the defensive line. Lamar looks, throws way behind the line of scrimmage. I think he lost the yard. Lamar throws it. Good tackle there by Marcus Epps. Pushes him out of bounds. 2nd down and 10. 2nd down and 10 here for this defense. There's more time in overtime than there is.
I don't know.
All right, so in Madden, apparently there's more time in overtime. Oh, I think it went to 10. That doesn't even make sense. Lamar, handoff, King Henry. Ah, boy. He's got some running lanes, and he stiff arms Merrick. Ah, shit. 1st down and 10, all the way up to the 50-yard line. That's about a 28-yard pickup. I mean, that's a hell of a block. Merrick, yeah, that just trucked. Crosby, shout out to him for hustling down the field. Oh, my goodness. Brutal, brutal, brutal. And we owe a wheel spin. Oh, man, this is going to be a hell of a day. Hell of a day. Lamar, 2 to the right. You got a running back behind him, and Henry. Oh, it's going to be a quarterback keeper. Lamar, he's going to scramble. 1st down, took a hell of a hit there. Lamar, 6 carries, 40 yards, and a touchdown. And he's talking some shit there to the vine. I don't know. I mean, if I'm the Raiders, I'd probably try to get a flag out here. 15 yards back, but the only flag we've seen in 2 games is on Tyree Wilson on 3rd and 5. Shit. Lamar drops back. Fake handoff to King. Wide open, Zay Flowers down to the 25. Remember, if the Ravens score a touchdown, they win the football game. If it's a field goal, the Raiders get another opportunity. You just gotta. I mean, you gotta. This is hopefully Patrick Graham's bend but don't break defense. I I mean, what else are you going to hope for at this point? 2 to the right, Lamar going to drop back. You got King Henry on his hip. Mark Andrews, the guy that's been killing you all game. Fake handoff to Henry. Looks, oh my goodness. Nate Hobbs got beat on a slant, and Lamar missed a wide open receiver. Might have been a walk-in touchdown. Harbaugh is pissed. I don't blame him. I mean, Lamar missed him. Wide open. Lamar got 3 to the right. Mark Andrews by himself on the left. That makes me nervous. Running back on his left hip. Lamar drops back, looking right, throws right. Caught, completed. I want to say it was to Isaiah Likely, the backup tight end.
And it's a 3rd down.
It was actually Nelson Aguilar on the pickup, and Aiden O'Connell's like, why am I not going in the game? Lamar, shotgun. 3rd down and 4. Drops back, looks, throws quick. 1st down. Rashad Bateman. 1st down and goal, ball at the 9. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable. We can't get a stop, dude. Can't get a stop. 1st down and goal, ball at the 9. 5 minutes and 50 seconds to go. Lamar, power I. Isaiah Likely in at tight end right next to Mark Andrews. Lamar, handoff. No, he's going to keep it. He's going to scramble. He's going to run. I think he's in. Ball's out! Fumble! Picked up! Oh my goodness, Raiders football!
Fumble at the 1!
Fumbles at the 1 yard line!
Are you kidding me?
I mean, he was right there, punched out, picked up by Jack Jones!
Spam chain! Spam chain!
You have got to
Spam
be kidding me! Unbelievable play!
Fumbles at the 1 yard line, just
Is
like
this the greatest sim of all time? I don't know what you did here.
just like they did in the AFC Championship game.
Yes. Unbelievable. Minshew drops back, throws, caught, 1st down Raiders. Michael Mayer. Unbelievable. Who? Still. Apparently 2 backup Chiefs offensive linemen have been arrested. Wanya Morris, and I'm not even going to pronounce that other guy's name. Godric. Handoff, middle, Laube, gonna gain 2. I think he'll get more work than people think in Laube. Oh! Vertrick. Bang! Let's go, Vertrick! Throws, had him open, he missed him. 3rd down and 8. 3rd down and 8. What a letdown if they don't score here. 3rd down and 8. Come on, Raiders. Minshew, shotgun. If this is a tie, I'm going to hate you. Minshew, shotgun. Looks, throws, caught, 1st down, Laube, the rookie. If this is a tie, you guys know every year Chuggs always predicts a tie on our schedule. If this is a tie, I'm going to be mad. Legitimately, I'm going to be mad at you. '2020. Not my vision. 4 minutes to go. 2 timeouts left here for the Raiders. Minshew, shotgun, going to drop back, looks, throws. Oh my God, he almost got picked. Marlon Humphrey almost housed that. That probably should have been a pick 6. Holy crap.
Now I ask you, who starts next game?
I mean, if the Raiders win, it's got to be Minshew. If the Raiders win, and it's got to be Minshew. Minshew looking, throws, middle. Oh my God, he almost threw another pick. Christ. If this is a real life game and the Raiders win, do you play Minshew again? Y for yes, N for no. Because he tried to throw a pick those last 2 times. I'll tell you what. Sports Talk said, I'm glad this isn't real. This is unbelievable. Minshew, shotgun, drops back, looks, throws, third down, first down! Michael Gallup makes an appearance. Oh, it's good to know he made the 53-man. First down and 10 for the Raiders. Gallup. Oh, dude, Jackson Powers Johnson fired up, man. If there's a rookie that fires me up, it's JPJ. Minshew got 2 running backs on his hips. Going to drop back, quick throw. Mayer caught. Gain of 4. No, they're going to give him 5, 6. Second down and 4. 3 minutes and 14 seconds to go here in overtime. Remember, if the Raiders kick a field goal, they win. If the Raiders kick a field goal, they win.
Or if nobody scores, it's a tie.
You can't do that to me. At this point, you got Daniel Carlson. I'm running the football. Oh, Christ. Daniel throws! Brock Bowers, first down. You're at the 29-yard line. This is a 46-yard field goal from Daniel Carlson. Do you keep running your offense, or do you run or do you pass here is my question. I think I probably run this one with Zeus.
Scare money ain't make no money, Mitch.
I don't know. Was that Coop? Oh, my God. Fake, run, throw. Adams caught. Gain of 8. Second down and 2. What a football game this is, man. Second down and 2. 20-20 is the score. Ball at the 21. Minshew under center. I mean, you got to run. Run the ball. Oh, they're going to pass. Getsy, you're going to make me throw up. Throws open. Mayer caught. He's down at the 2. 1. He's down at the 1. Hang on to the football. I mean, he's carrying this like a loaf of bread. Look at this. Catches it. Makes a guy miss. Get 2 hands on that. Get 2 hands on that football. Come on, man. First and goal at the 1.
They need to score in the next minute and a half or it's a tie.
If it's a tie, dude, I'm not kidding you. It better not be. Minshew under center. Zeus, the running back, got 3 touchdowns this season. Harrison Bryant's going to go in motion. Receiver out to the left is Devontae. Zeus. Oh, my God, they're going to throw it again. Slant. Touchdown! Raiders! Devontae Adams Minshew leads it back. Threw a pick earlier in that game. Responds with 3 touchdowns. You got to start Minshew next week. You got to start Minshew next week. I also think this. The Raiders played the Ravens week 1, Monday Night Football 2 years ago. That game also went to overtime. I want to say it also finished 26-20. Somebody check that for me. Is that true? Raiders versus Ravens, Monday Night Football. Nope, not close. 33-27. I remember, dude, that Zay Jones catch wide open. Loved it. Holy shit, man. What a game.
Thoughts?
I thought you effed me again. When I saw Lamar scrambling and I was like 3, I was like, they're going to go 0-2. What a game. I mean, you have to admit. Now, I will say this. Jeremy does not watch these games in its entirety. He'll work next to me at the desk, and then he'll run the sim in another room that we have over here, and then he uploads it, and it goes. For a random Madden simulation, that's got to be one of the greatest games I've ever seen. I mean, honestly, that's got to be one of the greatest games I've ever seen.
Oh my
and it was on Madden.
All right, so
grade the game. A, B, C, D, or F.
Before we let go on this this cut for the channel, make sure you hit that sub button.
Seriously, I mean, we're going to be doing Madden Sims the entire season. Every single game. The Raiders schedule just got released. The NFL schedule just got released. If you're a opposing fan and you had a good time, make sure you click that like button. We go live every single Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday if you want to watch this live here on the Raiders Report. Electric football game, if I do say so myself. What a way to get this weekend started, man. What a way to get this weekend started.
You thought with the Lamar. So I actually came in and I watched overtime. So I knew that was going to happen because I set a timer usually to like be like, okay, the game's about to end so I can finish it. And I went and I was like, oh shit, overtime. And I watched it. Insane.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable
I was
football game.
I was like, damn. Like, whenever Lamar was running, I was like, damn. Like, I don't feel like running another sim. Raiders are about to go 0-2. Fumble at the 1.
That's unbelievable. Also, Venthrak now tied for the MVP with Ultra VAB. I don't know how we're going to... I'll say this. If it ends in a tie, duck race.
Venthrak just sent in a 2.
Okay, I like that. Though Venthrak, though, also sent in...
VAB sent in a 2.
No, Venthrak also sent in a 20, but it's a bang race. VAB sent in a 20. Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's a bang race. I can't do the math. If I do the math, I might screw somebody over.
All right.
I know the bang race is 3-3.
We have one more order of business, which is our final 50-50 raffle. $10 to enter.
Correct.
If you want to give some shout-outs to anybody else who's gotten in.
We got Timmy Jones. You are in.
Frank said, I have a glass of hose water if you want. All right. Well, here we go.
Charles G is in. I just refreshed it, and then I got Philip B.
Venthrak!
Bang! What up, Venthrak? You crazy, crazy man, Venthrak. Oh, my goodness. Frickin' Venthrak, man. He's got the lead. So that means I got to rock Venthrak's jersey on Tuesday. So it's not going to be Monday. We're not going to do a Madden Sim that day. It'll be on Tuesday. I mean, unless Ultra VAB responds.
Unless.
Oh, my goodness. Venthrak. Ultra VAB!
Bang! He said,
Let's go.
Let's go, good sir.
You know what's crazy? VAB and Venthrak are both a bang away each from the gong. Have we ever seen in Raiders report history, there's back-to-back homers. They're sick. Have we ever seen a back-to-back homer in Raiders report history?
I don't think
Honest question.
I don't think we have.
That would be... You guys have already done a shit ton on today's show. That would be absolutely, positively iconic.
Insane
man.
In the membrane.
Dude, VAB. I always wonder what's in VAB's picture. I'm not going to lie. I always think that thing in the background's a Trump flag.
No, I think he's a nurse.
He's a nurse. No, I know that. But, like, that's what I always think. VAB, I don't know. I don't want to talk about politics. I don't even mean to bring that up, but that's just real life thought there. VAB, you guys are... I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. Oh, man. Oh, man. Is there anybody out there that could get me a refill? Is there anybody out there? I can't see. I see Petey's out there. All I see is Vans. Nope, those are Nikes. Perfect. Reed, can you get me, throw these away, and refill those? Thanks. Thank you, good sir. All right. I'm not going to lie to y'all. Chuggs has got to go take a leak. So if anything happens in the next 2 minutes, I can't push any graphics. I can't push any graphics. Today has been something, I'll tell you that. And I saw earlier today people talking about like the Raiders on social media. Dude, this fan base is proof that you don't got to be blood to be family. It is May 17th, and today has been a freaking party. Like, I hope when you guys like go to Vegas, and I mean this, and I think it'd be a really cool thing to do, and I hope this isn't a weird thing to say, but like Ultra VAB. Like, I hope you get a Raiders jersey that says Ultra VAB. Venthrak, I hope you get a Raiders jersey that says Venthrak. Patrick B. John Scheffler. And I hope at one point there has been a situation where like you're like walking down the street and some random Raider fan sees you guys and you're like, holy shit, that's Ultra VAB. Holy shit, that's David Zahn. Holy shit, that's freaking Venthrak. And I don't know if it's happened. If it has happened, I would love to see that because I've talked to Zahn before, and Zahn's like, oh, yeah, people have come up to me, and they're like, holy shit, that's David Zahn. I know you see me. I know you see Chuggs, and I know all we have is a picture. It's one of the biggest reasons why I'm always like, get a picture. But legitimately, I want people to know what y'all look like because I think it'd be really cool. You're chilling in Vegas, and you're like, what the hell am I going to do? And then all of a sudden, you see Ultra VAB, you see David Zahn, you see Venthrak, and you're like, you know what? Those guys watch the Raiders sport. I'm going to go grab a beer with them. I'm going to go watch a game with them. Like, that's unbelievable. That's a tangent. You guys want to know that those shots and all these drinks are hitting? Right there it is. If I go on a tangent, chances are I'm feeling pretty good. I'm in my feels. You guys put me in my feels. I love y'all. Hope you guys realize that.
Speaking of Chat Sports family,
Yeah?
Marshall Green is going to be live later on our Knicks channel. If you want to get the party going, even after we get off live, go check out our Knicks Chat Sports channel. They're going to be live for the Pacers game tonight. Knicks-Pacers game 6. Winner go home for Tyrese Halliburton.
I'll say this. The deal that I'm going to give later on tonight on Knicks might be the greatest deal I've ever given.
Marsh, what time do you go live? 6:30.
So he goes live here in about 34 minutes. I'm just saying right now, the deal I'm going to give on Knicks might be one of the greatest deals I've ever given.
All right, so this is what we're about to do. We're going to run 2 races. We're going to run our 50-50 raffle.
Yep.
And then we're running a single race between Ultra VAB and Venthrak for the MVP of today's show.
That's kind of iconic. Now, obviously, if you guys respond and you want to take the MVP, it's up to you. But, Jeremy, I'm going to send you this list.
Did you check it twice?
Oh, boy.
Find
The answer
out.
is probably...
Find out who's naughty,
All right,
who's
so
nice.
winner of this one, $10 to get in. Winner's going to get $160. Winner's going to get $160. This is going to be a rather interesting day, Jeremy. I'm just telling you that right now. A rather interesting day. Okay, so I don't see any other names in there. I just got Salvador Lucas, Philip Bogert. I got Timmy Jones, Charles G, Patrick B. All right, so we got 32 people in this race. So I'm just gonna be honest. There's been a lot of drinks consumed here today, and what I want you guys to do, and be honest with me, I will go back and check. We're gonna, put all the names in. The biggest reason why Jeremy and I started doing the stupid butthole pick thing. One of the reasons is we wanted to be able to scroll down the list of all the people that are in the race because all the time we hear oh, we didn't see our name. There's a lot of names. It's kind of hard to see. So we did the whole scroll down thing just so you guys could, if you really truly wanted to go back and look, you could see your names in there. Legitimately, if you don't see your name, what I will do is I will go check out the live stream. I will see if your name's not in there, and I will send you the money back. So I'm not going to go through all the names that are in. We got 32 in here right now. If you don't see your name, just be honest with me. Don't be afraid. Hit me up on Venmo. Request the money. And if I don't see it either, I will send it back to you. Cool? Let's do it. Winner gets $160. 3, 2, 1, run it. 3, 2, 1. Anthony Green. Then you got Villa out there to a little bit of lead. If you're wondering if your name is abbreviated, the answer is probably yes. Gary Chai. Where? Oh, yeah, dude. I'm not going to lie. I saw that one. That's Kelmer. Kelmer, I accidentally effed up your name. That's on me. Kelmer, that's... if K equals Kelmer wins, I think you got to change your YouTube channel. Scott, out to the lead. Winner gets $160 here. Charles G. Anthony Green. Anthony Green in the green. Watch out for Charles G up there. Norman Hernandez starting to fall back here a little bit. Jason Gutierrez falling a little back as well. Scott Eckert. Guitar. Villa. I'd have to look see who Villa is. Speed. Come on, Speed. Javier Villa kicked it back in. Javier. Let's go, man. Javier Villa fan. How many times has he won? I don't know if Javier Villa fan has ever won. So anytime I get a new winner, I freaking love it. So Javier Villa fan. Also, Luis Rod. Oh, I see. I effed that up. See, that's proof. That's Luis Rod and LA Crash Dog. Shit. Shit. All right. Luis and LA Crash Dog, that's on me. Luis LA, I'll make you a deal because I don't know who I send the money back to. Next race, I give you guys 2 entries. Luis LA, if that's an okay deal with you, let me know. If not, I will send you back the money. Shit. That's what I mean. That's why you double check. Also, that is Javier Villa fans' first time win. His first race was yesterday, and then he got in both races today. Bro, the fact that you won, that is freaking awesome. Javier Villa fan, if you could please confirm down in the live chat, I don't know if that's what your actual YouTube name is, but I just sent you $160. If you could please confirm that with me, that would be good. LA says that's good, and I mean, Luis, I'll be real, Luis and Crash Dog. Luis probably races more than anybody. Luis, if you're good with that, LA says it's good. Who got last place? Rebel. Luis and LA got last, so that's how I know I effed it up. It's 2 butthole picks. That's true. 2 butthole picks. Again, Javier Villa fan, if you could please confirm that you just received $160. So right now we got a tie between Venthrak and Ultra VAB. Whoever is the MVP of this stream, I will wear your jersey Tuesday when the Raiders go up against the Carolina Panthers on this stream. We got a tie. Well, we did. Venthrak! That's loud. I'll tell you what. Oh, listen to that baby purr. Oh, yeah. We should do a shot clock with the gong as long as it's making noise. Venthrak! We got a new MVP! Unbelievable. I'll tell you what, Bob. That shit's unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. The only way we're doing a race is if Ultra VAB responds. I will say this. We're going to give him 5 minutes. Let's get some hashtag Raiders in the meantime going. Hashtag Raiders in the meantime going. Oh, I don't know how many more I can do out of the boot. The boot's getting boot-ish. Oh, dude. The boot's just not happening right now. I'll tell you that. Chuggs, hop on screen real quick. Let me just go grab a Merbonga. Real quick. Rules are rules. No, you know what? F it. Let's do it. Rules are rules. You guys are down for some rules are rules? There's 250 people watching right now. F it. Let's go. Rules are rules. Chuggs and Mitch, I sent a video regarding the Raiders, and I know you guys will enjoy it.
Here we go. What is that noise? Am I tripping? I feel like I hear some weird noise. I don't know. New York or Chicago style pizza? I don't know.
I mean, I will take New York, and it's not close. Though, I will say this, where some people might disagree. If you were to ask me if I were to take pizza 10 times, I would take 3 of those Chicago. Like, I would want to mix it up a little bit. But if it's just like do or die, 1v1.
Oh.
Venthrak says Chicago's heavy. It's very heavy. Also, Venthrak, you let me know down in the comments or message me on Venmo. Either one's fine. You obviously already have a jersey. If you want another jersey, I can get you another jersey. Or we can do a jersey raffle like we did today for Chef.
I thought I was going crazy.
What?
It was the duck race thing was like making a noise. But I was like, what the hell is that sound? Because I set up a race already for Ultra VAB in Venthrak, and it was a car race. And it was like the car engine's like, and I thought it was like the computer was like breaking down. So, Marsh, you probably haven't gotten asked this today, but what's your confidence level in the Knicks going into tonight's game, Game 6? Win and you're in to the Eastern Conference Finals.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
Why should people come and join your stream?
Because Rebel Montana is my son.
Oh, wow. Your dad being your son. That's a weird family tree. That's what I like to
from Alabama.
That's what I like to call a family vine.
Yeah, that is something.
You don't know where those branches are going. They could be going up, down, sideways.
Not a family tree.
No. Nuh-uh.
That's a family D. So, I think we give Ultra VAB 60 more seconds. I'll also say this. What's crazy is, I said earlier, we've never had back-to-back homers, right? Think about this. Like, this would be this, right? We just had Venthrak hit a homer, okay? Now you're working. Ultra VAB steps up to the plate. And right now, he's probably working himself. This is probably a solid, like, 2-2 count. We're about to give you another pitch. It's 3-2. Ultra VAB up to the plate. Team's down by 1 run. Is he going to go back-to-back gongs? Back-to-back gongs with Venthrak would be electric. Chuggs, what's your confidence level in Ultra VAB to go back-to-back?
About the same as Marsh with the Knicks.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? So what? That's a 10 out of 10?
It's a 10 out of 10.
I mean, that would be something. I'm not going to lie. We'll see. Venthrak, I think you might be the MVP. Ultra VAB steps up to the plate. 3-2 count. Up there. I don't know if you're a lefty or righty. For this sake, I'm a righty, so we're going to go this. You're probably looking fastball. I think 3-2. If nobody's on base, you're down 1. I'm probably looking fastball. Maybe they decide to go off speed. I don't know. Maybe they decide to go low and away. I don't know. But I do know Ultra VAB! Ultra VAB! Let's go, man!
All right, so we're going to do this to end the show.
Guys, I think... All right, I will say this. There's 2 parts to this. We've never had a back-to-back gong. There's not many people that can do that. I'm a man of firsts. I'm a man of firsts. We've never had a back-to-back gong. There are only a handful of people that probably could do it. I'm just saying. If it's possible, I like to break records. Dude, that's a tough one. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to put 2 minutes on the clock. 2 minutes on the clock. 2 minutes on the clock.
All right, 2 minutes.
If it happens, this is going to be one of the most iconic races of all time.
This is the 2 minutes on the clock.
You know what? But the problem is, though, then it's a tie. Then we got to do it again.
What do you?
If somebody responds, you know what? F it. Let's go. If somebody hits a gong in this amount of time, we got to run another race.
We'll do it.
Okay? If not, the winner of this race is the MVP. Oh, man. This is unbelievable. Oh, my. Oh! C! Raider! Bang! Gong breaker. What up, fam? Long time, I know. Do you think a top cornerback will still be there late June when we get more money? What's the word on Xavien Howard? I think all these top corners are waiting until June 2nd hits. That way they can sign for the biggest contract humanly possible. They also probably want to see what the Cameron Richardson, MJ, Devonshire looks like. Maybe a Brandon Faison, how they all look out there on that defense. You got 6 practice days for OTAs. Then practice is June 3rd to June 6th. You got 4 days to be able to evaluate some extra talent there. If they don't like what they see in those first 6 practices, I expect the Raiders to be aggressive. Back to the race. Yeah, I know. Some of y'all were like, well, what happened about the race?
I paused it.
We paused it. Man, Ventrak right now with the lead. Shout out to OC putting some life in me. Shout out to OC for putting some life into it. That's iconic, man.
Out of these cars, if you just saw these 2 cars up at the racetrack, who are you going with?
I mean, if I just saw these 2 cars, I would go with Ultra VAB. And Chuggs, somebody just hit a little extra NOS. Can you check your Slack? We got 53 seconds to go in this race. You got to check it. We got to pause the race. We got to pause the race. There's no other option I can say. Because Ultra VAB bang!
So we don't finish the race unless Ventrak sends one.
I will say this. Ultra VAB, no matter what, you're getting a jersey. Okay? No matter what, you're getting yourself a jersey. It's going to be a dope one.
We don't finish the race.
I just need you to message me what number you want on that jersey. You can pick any number between 0 to 99. Just give me like 3 or 4, maybe 5 options of the numbers because 24's taken Tri-Van, 75's taken Longs on, 16's taken.
Yeah.
That's Raider Ron. So a few members of Mount Raider more, I will not give another number to. So if you want to give me a few options just in case, but I basically just named all the ones that I won't give away. So just, keep that in mind. When you do, just message me on Venmo, maybe on your last one. That way we can get it going. So Ultra VAB right now with the lead. Reminder, whoever is the MVP of this stream, I will wear their jersey. On, Tuesday, right? Because we're going to be live on Monday. We're going to be live on Monday again for the Raiders Report, which we'll do a few segments. Ventrak! Bang!
Race back on!
Tied it!
Race back on!
The race is back on! I got to finish this beer bong before this race ends. This is insane. Ventrak, Ultra VAB. I hope you guys end in a tie. You guys know how much I hate ties? You know how much I hate ties. VAB with the lead. Ventrak with the lead.
Oh, they're neck and neck. 15 seconds to go.
I get my haircut tomorrow at 10:30, and I always Uber
10,
there, and I run home.
9.
Not good.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
Ventrac!
3, 2, 1. Ventrac.
So I will be rocking Ventrac's jersey on Tuesday. But I mean, like,
Holy shit.
can you guys for a second show some love to VAB and Ventrac? I mean,
Holy shit.
that's unbelievable, dude. Like, that's absolute insanity.
Now, the bright side is Ultra VAB still does get the butthole pick because he finished technically last.
I'm putting Yoda on the boot for just being the first person that spammed both of those guys because what we just witnessed today was insanity between those two. I mean,
And
that's insane, dude.
I-
That's insane.
I see a couple people in the office. I see Rolly and Smitty. If they want to help us out with this last part, because this is the type of show where you have to do it.
Yo,
Smitty, Rolly,
I've also said
Rolly Smith.
never had a back-to-back-to-back gong. Never had a back-to-back-to-back gong.
Smitty,
Just saying.
Rolly, can y'all help us out with this?
Just real quick. Yep,
No,
real
well,
quick. Just
yeah, maybe.
real quick. You got it. Yeah, you got it. You up here in your orange shirt, real quick. So he tried to say this was an orange shirt. Why for yes and for no on orange? Oh my God.
It
that's
looks
not-
kind of orange on the screen.
Yeah, baby.
I'm not gonna lie, it looks kind of orange.
Can I be honest? It is orange. The white stripes make it look pink. So from my earlier desk vantage point,
I thought this was a solid pink
it
shirt.
looked salmon from a deep far. When you get up close, this is orange.
It's
Now-
not orange, dude.
The,
Oh,
re-
I wholeheartedly
the real ones in the chat,
It's not orange.
the real ones in the chat know this.
That is not
I know-
orange.
I know Smitty and I know Rolly know this as well. So if
Oh,
you know,
big time.
go ahead and sing along with us.
Closing time. Open all the doors and let you out into the world. Closing time. Turn on all the lights on over every boy and every girl. Allie, get up here. Closing time. One last call for alcohol, so finish your whiskey or beer. Closing time. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. 'Cause I know who I wanna take me home. I know who I wanna take me home. I know who I wanna take me home. Take me home. Ow! Ventrac, VAB, you guys are crazy people. I told Chuggs, let's try to get out of here at 5:30 today. It's
Hey,
almost 6:30, so
Actually,
that's
I
the
think it's in the
testament to
chat.
y'all. What?
I'm going to go. Oh, Marshall hasn't put it in there yet.
I'm about to hop over at Nick's. I'm going to make a deal like I've never made before.
Oh my goodness. Oh boy.
A deal like I've never made before.
I'm seeing if I can get the stream from Marshall. Follow us over to our Knicks channel. Things are about to get wild. Win and you're in the Eastern Conference Finals against Smitty Celtics.
Let's go C's, baby!
Congrats to Ventrac. I'm going to be rocking that jersey on Tuesday. Shout out to Ultra VAB. He gets himself a jersey as well. Ventrac, Ultra VAB. I mean, that was a Celtics, Knicks, Heat type of rivalry. I don't even know. I try to get all the teams in there.
That's pretty, I mean, at least for the Celtics.
For Chat Sports, that's a good rivalry. It didn't make sense to anybody else, but it's a good rivalry.
What?
I said Celtics, Knicks, Heat rivalry.
I mean, yeah.
For Chat Sports.
You know, everybody's chasing the guys.
The comparison is the two MVPs today.
Oh, okay.
Ventrac and
everybody's
Ultra
top. Yeah, all
VAB.
your freaking success in the past decade.
All right, y'all. We're heading out of here. I'll see you guys Monday. Peace.